Am I the only one still here?
Nah, I'm here.
Does her intro have audio? Like, what's going on? Is she still here?
Yes, it's the
Can't hear
intro.
nothing.
This is the intro.
There's no audio to your intro?
Yeah, they can hear it. Y'all can't hear it?
Nah.
Nuh-uh.
Wow. All right. All right, well, fuck it. It's wild that y'all can't hear it, though.
Technical difficulties.
I hate StreamYard sometimes. Why is it? Why is it like that? Why is it like that? There we go. Jesus. Hi, everybody. Welcome to another more contentious media. Well, more media today. Today we're going to be having a conversation with the fellas. I wanted more fellas. They going to come in soon. Hopefully, they'll come through. If not, we're going to just go through it like this. Today I have 3 topics, 3 segments for you guys. Thank you guys for joining. Can I get your name and where you coming from? I'm gonna start with Peso.
Well, who knows? Peso. It's been a long time since we talked. Um, Originally from Philly, living in South Carolina right now. What's up? How y'all doing?
Hey yo, what's up? Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Next I got up. What's your name? GMO.
Yeah,
Introduce
you
yourself.
know my name, Morphine. But nah, man. GMO here in Atlanta, Georgia. Come to stir up some things and probably crash out on somebody, depending on how the night go.
Crazy with the crash out.
Nah, man. Hopefully have good conversations, just have some fun.
All right, good fellas, good fellas. Today I got some questions for y'all. I only got 3. I'm gonna keep it brief and short and sweet. Um, my first question is for both of you guys. I'm gonna go with Peso first, and I'm gonna end with GMO last. Peso, would you date, be with, marry, however you want to give that caveat? Would you be with a woman that no man wants? We could go in
Like,
the rabbit hole of what that means as well.
I don't know what you mean. That's what I was gonna say. I don't know what you mean by no man wants. You talking about like attraction wise, or like what's the catalyst to her being unwanted? I mean, my first thought would be no, nobody wants to be with someone that no one else wants to be with. But I would need to understand the rationale behind why she's so undesirable.
Mm. For other men,
I mean,
yeah,
in general,
undesirable in general.
I wouldn't even know it, but if she's just like hit as far as attraction wise and whatnot, then absolutely not. You want, people say beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I don't believe that. We all know who good looking, who not good looking. It can be subjective to levels, of course, but by and large, the world knows who's attractive, who's not attractive. We have supermodels and shit like that for a reason. So this on some she just don't look good, and you know that's the reason why. Absolutely not. Um, it could be some other shit too. I mean, I don't know. So I would
Yeah,
take it.
I don't want to persuade. Yeah, I don't want to persuade you. I don't want to give you caveats. I want you to give your own.
You say that typically means she not attractive. So that's the first place my mind goes to and whatnot. A super unattractive female, absolutely not. So that's my clean and cut answer.
GMO, I'm gonna go down to you. Would you date a
Um,
woman that no man wants?
yeah, I mean, I am a man, so if no man wants her, that means I'm not gonna want her either. Nah, like
Basically,
like the bro was saying though, it's more nuance to it, whether or not if is it some undesirable trait or is it just for the hypothetical where I'm not. because that could be a benefit too. Then you ain't got to worry about her being, you know what I mean, no cheater and things. Like if she's not undesirable in any form or fashion, then yeah, her not being chased and catcalled by other men would be a benefit. But if she's undesirable even to my own taste, then no, nobody, yeah, like bro say, nobody wants to be subjected to, you know what I mean, what would feel like a charity relationship.
Basically.
A charity relationship.
Yeah.
Mm. Can we walk down the rabbit hole of what this woman would be? Like, what is a woman that men wouldn't be no man would want?
A a
Uh,
nagger.
Peso.
No, I was gonna say that like outside of like physical attraction, because you even see some busted chicks on like my 500 pound, my 400 pound life still have niggas around and whatnot. So somebody want them, what have you. Um,
Right.
so you would see that, but someone who's like extremely like for me and where I'm at right now in my life, extremely loud, rude, um, uncouth, unpolished,
Mm-hmm.
just regular, no domestic skills at all. Um, that's what comes to mind off the top of my head. Um, that make a woman like completely undesirable to me.
GMO.
Yeah, man. It's hard to find a woman because all women gotta do is just open their legs. Somebody's gonna want to goddamn accept
I,
that
I,
invite. It's hard to
I would
see
think
just
so.
yeah, it's hard to see a world where I mean, like, what would a woman have to do to just be completely undesirable? Because clearly, weight is not a fallout. We see that on TV. Um, the ugliest female, I would assume, is still more attractive than the most prettiest nigga. So I don't know.
The ugliest
It's kind
female is
of
more attractive.
to a straight man. Hell
I,
yeah,
I don't. I asked this question. I'm gonna give y'all the reason why I asked this question. I asked this question because the saying is that no woman wants a man that other women didn't want. And I
right?
was like, well, damn, I don't think there is a woman that a man would want that other men didn't want. So instead of me, going off of my own opinion, I was like, let me ask the fellas, like, what they think about
It, see, and this is my problem with you. You act like it's a apples to apples thing, like, and it's not. I know what you mean by the
Nah,
saying, but it's not the same thing. You'll have women who think a dude is absolutely boring or standard or unappealing, and then she see that same man sometime later or whatever with a chick who's more attractive to her by societal standards and what have you. And then all of a sudden she's now interested in that dude. Or you hear all the time how married men say women become more interested in them once they got a ring on their finger and whatnot.
right.
It's it's not a linear thing for how men operate, how men think when it comes to desiring someone, wanting to be with somebody as far as that goes.
Yeah, I never found a chick more attractive because she started dating the next nigga.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, how she get him? Or like, it'd be surprised, like, if you see a dude who about something who attractive, pose and all that, and he with a busted chick, you try to understand, fathom, how she pulled that off. I've never seen a chick who I didn't want to fuck or who I wasn't interested in fucking, and she with a dude who I would say is a thorough dude, and like, all right, now I might gotta see what that's about. I've never had
I
that
don't.
that thought.
I don't try to draw a parallel in a way that it's going to be exactly like how men are. It's two sides to a coin. There's the heads, there's the tails, right? So if I just straight up ask you guys the question, would you date a woman that no man likes or no man wants? You would answer it directly without me giving you a reason why I came up with this question, where it came from, none of that. But just asking the question straight up does give gravity to me saying that I don't think a man would want a woman that no man wants. It doesn't have to mean and it doesn't have to mean the same thing. It doesn't have to look the same way. It's two sides of a coin
I
in this
just
situation.
so let me go. Let me give you an example of what you're saying, right? She lost weight now, but she looks a lot better. But let's say Lizzo at her, not I ain't gonna say Lizzo because Lizzo wasn't ugly; she was just huge. But let's use Lizzo as a point of reference, or Monique, or someone like a bigger girl who are usually deemed as the unattractive ones in society. No matter who Lizzo or who Monique with, I don't think that makes men, especially not certainly not me, but I don't think I think it's safe to say I don't think make men think okay, all of a sudden she's attractive and what have you.
Right.
You take the equivalent to that as a man, and he gets with whatever starlet you want to say. All of a sudden, something about him becomes appealing to women. Not I'm not gonna say all, but I would say a nice amount,
That
a
I am.
measurable amount.
We was literally just having this conversation, me and my partner, and he was looking at the female that one of his homeboys had started entertaining, and the general male response when you see a dude with a chick is unattractive. Shit, if he like it, I love it. Like I'm not finna be interested and curious as to why nah. Hey, bro, is that what you like, my nigga? Enjoy it.
I
So
mean,
yeah,
yeah.
I can see men dealing with a woman that other men don't want because 9 times out of 10, other men's like, "Wow, have fun, shit." I'm finna go over here and fuck with her.
Um, I I could see men wanting a woman that no one wants because they don't have to deal with the competition of
Facts.
other men.
It depends on the kind of dude. That's like a low self esteem, no confidence type of dude.
And you got
I want to
those
go to the
dudes though. I mean, those dudes do exist, and especially when you got I guess you would say the nerdy or more timid type of being. Yeah, he would much rather deal with a female that's not gonna make him feel insecure because she got niggas DMing her. She got men complimenting her while they out in front of him. You feel me? Yeah, he don't want to deal with all that.
I would even push back on that. I would say like you're talking about undesirable men getting what they can get at that point in time. I don't think you're talking about men who can go out and hunt and get what they want. I think you're talking about undesirable men who who can't who can't go out here and hunt and get what they want or get something comparable. So therefore they getting an undesirable chick because that's all who you know.
Hey, they getting the
That's
women
her.
that men don't want.
Yeah.
So
well,
hey,
essentially,
yeah,
well, essentially, yeah, they're getting women that men don't want. This is
yeah.
the reason why I did not want to persuade my panel of men with my caveats, with my contrast, with anything variables in it. I want y'all to come up with your own things that may be unattractive to other men and that may be attractive to you. So I don't want to persuade your thinking by giving my own thoughts.
See,
So I
I
just
don't
ask the
think,
question real bluntly as possible.
but I don't think there's a universal thing to make any woman, completely unattractive to all men. Like you got,
Gonna be
you got,
somebody that's gonna hit that.
yeah, you got shit like nugget porn where it's chicks with no arms, no legs at all, and niggas just still busting their ass and whatnot. Like you got dudes who like girls who paraplegic who's in wheelchairs. Like there's some kinky dudes out here, and
Is the question something? Is the question something that men find that other men will find attractive in women that I find unattractive?
Yes,
Kind of, nah,
men
what is
might
the
find
question?
something.
it was
Well,
kind of
let's
the
reverse that.
opposite.
Men may find yeah, that's why I said let's reverse that. Men may find something that is unattractive about this woman universally, but you find something attractive about this woman. So, Banu, you already privy to the first question. I'm gonna ask it again for the viewers. Um, would you want to date, marry, be with a woman that no man wants?
Hmm. I'm gonna say no, cause they must know something I don't know, and if she don't got no explanation, you know what I'm saying, then I need to know why all these other men is saying no. Like, what's going on with you?
What's wrong with this bitch?
Yeah, you did something. Cause why nobody like you? Like nobody want to give you a hug or nothing. Like,
Oh, that's hilarious. That's fucking hilarious.
And see, from a female, I mean, as a man, it's not gonna be a point of like, oh, she ain't got no confidence or nothing like. Nah, it's something physically wrong with you, mentally wrong with you. Like you have a disability in a male's mind. That's gonna be the caveat. Whereas it's assumed from a female perspective, it just, oh, he's probably boring or he ain't got no money or something like that. Where nah, this bitch gonna make my kids come out fucked up.
Like to advance this conversation, you gotta like qualify the man. Like you gotta describe like this kind of a certain kind of man, and then say of these type of men, is there a certain thing that whereas a woman is unattractive and whatnot? Because you leave it blanket to men in general. Like I said, you're gonna get somebody to go fishing.
All right, we got new men on the panel. Same question. We still in segment 1. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you for coming up. Late is better than never. Shout out to Laura Banu. Shout out to Kylie West. Thank you for showing up, Kylie.
No doubt. What by the
So,
way, is this okay? Go ahead.
Kylie, if you want to, you could call stream, baby. Hit that link. You get if you're in StreamYard right now.
What's the name of this topic? What is this streaming about exactly?
All right. We just talking to the male panel. You know I got topics for you guys. I'm always doing the male panels on Wednesdays now. I don't know if you know, but that's what I'm doing on Wednesdays. The first segment of today is this question is for you. It's on you since everybody has already answered. Would you date, be with a woman, marry a woman that no man wants?
Well, first off, what I want, my wants and my needs is not on what another man wants. It definitely is aligned with what I want. As a matter of fact, with that being said, I was actually, you know what? I'd like to elaborate on that a little bit. Let's see.
Go ahead. You got the floor.
Yeah, I know. But I was waiting for you to send that link, what I'm saying, for a minute ago. And so yeah, I had to get right. Oh.
I was
damn.
having technical difficulties. I am so sorry. I apologize to everybody on the panel that I signed this late to.
Oh, okay. It's all good. Let's see here. It's just that I wanted to let's see here. I wanted to what do I want to say? Shoot, I ain't gonna lie, I wanted to simulcast this myself. That's what I was trying to do real quick. But I ain't gonna hold everybody up. I will just go ahead and answer that question.
Can you explain and click at the same time, baby? Like, can we do 2 days at one time?
Probably not.
Multitask.
Right, that's what I'm trying to do. So at any rate, what? Okay. Oh, I see. All right. Because I want to answer this question now. I want to be able to see myself on the screen and stuff like that. So anyway, I ain't gonna hold everybody up. All right. So okay. So boom. So
I see you. I got
the question. All right. Thank you. I appreciate it. So with that being said, the question tonight is whether would I date a woman that another man wouldn't want? That's the question. Rephrase the question again, Morphe.
Would you date a woman that marry with a woman that no man wants?
Oh, okay. So yeah, back to my original response. Well, what I want in a woman has nothing to do with what another man wants or desires. That's kind of more of something that a female would do. Hive mind, because best believe there's plenty of times where you might tell your friends not to deal with a certain female, or you might not like how a certain female looks and whatnot. And guess what? It's his, it's his Johnson. I'm saying he could do whatever he want with it. With that being said, go back to me. Like I said, what I find attractive, what I want in a woman, has nothing to do with another man wants.
I'm gonna call Cat Mr. West. I'm gonna assume you I'm gonna assume you're a man with some kind of self-esteem. I mean, I'm assuming when you see a female, the first thing that all of us go off of is physical attraction.
Okay, but what is that? All right, but what is that? All right, but what does that have to do with what the woman that I want?
I'm assuming if you want her, then the other dudes want her too. I don't think you want a chick who every man look at and be like, no, I'm cool.
Okay, so let's break that down a little bit. Morphine asked me, would I be attracted to a woman that nobody other man wants? And my answer
would you date,
is
marry?
Oh, what I did? All right, whatever. The bottom line is, would I deal with a woman that another man would not want? And my answer
No
still
other
remains,
man.
Okay, whatever. No other man, no man on earth, whatever. What I want in a woman is not based off of what another man wants. Now, with that being said, there's not many women that no man ever wants. No matter how fat or ugly or dark or light or whatever. I mean, the truth is, it's kind of a question that in reality doesn't really exist, because many men go and date low caliber women, quote unquote, because they think that no other man wants them. What they end up finding out is that that woman who's not that attractive or not conventionally attractive has more men and more body counts than the pretty girl, quote unquote, conventionally pretty girl. So like I said, now, of course, what I may like in a woman may, other men may like that as well. But like I said, my choice on what I want in a woman is what I want in a woman.
So, Mr.
Yes, go ahead.
I'm not coming at you. I'm being respectful.
That's okay. It's all right. That's cool.
So I want to ask you, very vaguely, very generically, when it comes to a female, a woman, what's some vague things that you're attracted to?
I mean, what does that have to do with the question?
I'm getting to.
I mean, I think I like women. I mean, preferably I like a woman who I could pick up. Someone who's healthy. Someone who could take a jog and run with me on the beach, I guess. But I don't have any criteria on nationality or race.
Like, so to not be circular. Like for me, I'm in the titties. I like big titty bitches. Well, big titty women, right?
Okay.
A lot of men like big titty women. So other men's gonna be attracted to big titty women and whatnot. And you describe a female who's at the very least in shape. I'm pretty sure most men want the chick that's in shape. Am I correct in that? I
mean, and what's your point?
That other men gonna want her. You know this. You're not dealing with the chick because other dudes want her, but that other dudes gonna want her if she's in shape.
But I brought up that point earlier. I brought up the point that there's no women, no matter how much you might not be attracted to her, there's no woman on this earth who's not wanted by another man. It's kind of an oxymoron. I mean, something that doesn't exist. But like I said, when I go date a girl, I don't go around and texting my homeboys and my family members, ask them, what do you think about this girl? Do you think she's beautiful? Do you think she qualifies? She went to this school. Do you think she's cool? No. My approval on a woman that I'm fucking, sleeping with, dating, or even contemplating on marrying has anything to do with another man.
I get you on that, and I agree with you 100% what you're saying.
What do you call? So what? Yeah. With that being said, since I elaborated, where do you call cap?
That we all know if other dudes be checking for our chick.
All right, but that has nothing to do with me. That has nothing to do with my decision. I cannot know what any other man like and still pick a girl. And guess what? A man can still like that girl. What does that have to do with my choice? Do you see what I'm saying, my brother? Do you understand the context of the question and
I get what
the
you're
answer?
saying. What I'm saying is, I don't got you being with a chick that you know no other dude checking for.
I said what I said. I don't know how. I don't know. I don't know how else to elaborate on that. I mean, it's almost kind of. It's almost kind of an asinine question to ask. I mean, if I don't care what another dude likes, and I go and pick a girl who I don't know, who doesn't even who looks like a dude, and another dude will still like her regardless.
Let me ask you a question. Would you date? Would you date a woman? Would you date a woman who didn't have a vagina?
What? That ain't no woman.
What the fuck?
I'm not saying.
Like,
I'm not saying. No, I'm not saying she had surgery and became a man or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, when she was born, she just was born without a vagina.
Would you go to a job that doesn't pay you?
No, what I'm asking you.
My question to that is the same answer that you will give. Would you go to a job that doesn't pay you? That doesn't compensate you?
All right, so he want his compensation. He need his just dues.
Okay, cool. So now that we got that out the way, right? I'm pretty sure that every man on this call would say that they wouldn't date a woman that didn't have a vagina either. So that would be a unanimous. Every man doesn't want to date this woman without a vagina. So you saying that if you was attracted to her, you would date her without a vagina?
No, we're not gonna speak in hypotheticals here because I already told you I don't want to.
I mean, the whole scenario is a hypothetical.
Right, if you're gonna ask me a question, hold up. But if you're gonna ask me a question, let me at least respond to it.
Wow.
If I'm not attracted to a woman who doesn't have a pussy, why would I even go and date a girl with a pussy? Because I know other guys don't want to talk about it.
But you wouldn't know that. You wouldn't know that until you got to that moment. You feel me? But from the gate, when you talk to her, everything gonna be good. You feel me? She's attractive to you in the beginning, but then when everybody see you, when me and the other brothers on the call see you, we're gonna be like, yo, you bugging, bro. Like, why you with her? And you're gonna be like, nah, I like what I like. But then when you find out she don't got a vagina, and that's why every other man don't want her, are you still gonna want her because you just want her? The reason why you want her?
I mean, she got butt in her mouth still.
I'm not gonna answer that.
At that point, it's not a her.
At that point,
I'm not going. As the only female up here, that is not a her.
But either way, I'm still not gonna answer that.
Those pronouns are acceptable.
That go back to what I was just saying earlier. If as a man, only thing that's gonna turn us off from a female is some kind of physical or mental disailment to where it's gonna affect my kids dealing with this chick. That's usually the only thing that stops a man from fucking with a woman. Where on the flip side, women will see a man being boring, uninterested, not making enough money, and all kinds of other like unphysical factors. The nigga can be in shape and all kinds of other shit, but just because he's not the it that she's looking for, she will overlook him and then go back to that same dude after she noticed other women have had a certain time with him. We not like that. I don't care how crazy you is or how pretty you is, bitch. If you ain't got no pussy, I'm not finna date you just because this man loves getting head from you.
Okay.
I think that's why he was called.
All right. So with that being said, if that's the case, all right. If that's the case, we could all agree with that. Then what are y'all giving me the third degree?
Yeah, I mean, it's only in extreme cases, man. It gotta be like some kind of usually something that's gonna fuck with us as a man, our genetic line. And a bitch with no pussy is a damn no.
Let me ask all the guys.
But hold on, I would date her if she was like open to letting me have sex with other women.
That's so you could continue your genetic line.
yeah, but I'm saying I would marry her. You know what I'm saying?
So, I want to
say she gotta have a sister wife though.
Can I advance this a little bit, fellas, and Morphine?
Go ahead.
How would it feel? You, your homies, niggas you think highly of, niggas you respect, men you think highly of, men you respect, your friends, colleagues, XYZ, right? y'all going to a social event at the job, wherever the case may be, and you there with the worst chick in the room.
Can you explain what's the worst chick in the room? Like,
Everybody look around.
Like, I got popcorn now. Give us the detail. I like this story.
Hey, look, it's funny. All
everybody look
men
around.
understood what he said too.
Yeah, I'm the only woman on it.
Everybody can look around and realize, oh, she bad, or your girl bad, or your girl all right, your girl look nice, you know what I mean? But your girl is the worst girl of the collective.
She's the one that this nigga is trying to stay in the dark with her in the corner and don't want everybody to see them.
She the least desirable out of all the women.
When Gina got her makeup done, it was messed up at Barton class reunion.
No, it was her tooth. It was her
Oh, yeah.
Well, if you don't mind me interrupting, that happened to an actual couple that's actually on Facebook, and I think they're on IG, where the chick is like an overly thick girl. It's like if she lost some weight, you know, so she'd probably be really, really she'd probably be really, really kind of really attractive, but she's light skinned, but she's overly thick. Also, short is he took her on like Caribbean, like Royal Caribbean, on one of those cruises. And long story short is when the man seen all these young girls and all these young women looking all good and slim and nice and tight, he didn't want to be bothered by his girl. His girl was kind of acting up. You know, she's like, you know, I guess having a good time. Like, you know, she tipsy and stuff. But he was just trying to vibe. Why? Because I guess he kind of felt that, you know, he had the lowest denominator on the whole ship. Did y'all see that? That went viral.
I felt like he was doing himself a disservice. That's what it was. He was just thinking, I don't love myself. Not that this bitch don't love me. I don't love myself, guys.
What about doing
that? Right.
You was kind of wrong from the jump because you knew the bitch was a walrus before you took the bitch. Well, I'm just saying I ain't trying to be disrespectful. I'm just saying you already.
Can I pause you guys right here? Can I pause you? Because we got two people on the panel. We got two new people on the panel. I would like to welcome Mr. Burns and Wall Street Willie.
Shalom. Assalamu alaikum.
I'm gonna start with
Mr.
Mr.
in the
Burns.
projects.
Go ahead.
Peace, family.
Go ahead, Wall Street. Okay. I'm gonna start with Mr. Burns, and I'm gonna ask you the question. I'm gonna ask again, and Wall Street Willie, please listen, because it's coming back to you next. The question is: would you date, marry, or be with a woman that no man wants?
Would I date, marry?
Be with.
Entertain.
All of the above, okay? A woman that nobody wants.
Woman? Are you asking me would I date a married woman?
Would you date, marry, be with a woman that no man wants?
You saying would I be happy dating a man that a woman no one?
A woman no man.
What?
I'm trying to figure out what the married part come in.
She said, bro, would you be
got
cool
you,
with dating, marrying, or just entertaining a woman that's not being attractive to other men?
So my answer is yes.
Nah.
Right?
Hell nah.
No. Wait, Willie. Let him answer it. Let him go through.
Hell no. Why in the hell I want a woman that's unattractive to other men?
So let me ask you a question. So if you meet a girl, let's just say you at home, you chilling, right? And you see a girl online, do you have to get permission from your homeboys to date her if you think that she look good?
What do you mean permission?
All right, check it.
I see where he's going.
All right, hold up. Like, for example, I know in high school or even in college, there's some, like, for example, even on my job, you know, I used to work for the state. Mm-hmm. And I remember there was this chick that I seen, and she was slim, a little slim chick. And my boy, look, the chick got a nice little fat ass. She got dreads. You know, she weighed about 130 pounds. But my boy, he didn't like her. You know what he said? She weird. Because the truth is, the bitch, she don't dress that, you know, she just dressed like, you know, hey, I'm just at work. But if you go on her IG and see her out of work, the bitch look good as fuck. But he don't like the fact that, you know, say the bitch be wearing like, you know, SpongeBob socks and shit like that, right? So what my point is that I still thought she was so sexy, and I still waxed that ass. But my boy didn't think that she was cute just because of the fact that she was weird, not because she wasn't attractive. He just thought that she was weird. That just turned him off about her. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, that just stopped me from fucking with her. So my whole thing is that if you see a girl and you think that she's attractive, if your boy didn't think that she was attractive, because I'm sure that's happened at least one time in your life, did that sway you from fucking with her?
No, not at all.
Though.
Not at all. Because I'm married now, but I'm a dirtbag ass nigga. I really don't give a fuck what my friends think, and it's all
Shout
about
out to them nasty boys.
Right? It's all about scoring, right? And you can sit here and complain about like, oh, she fat, she ugly, but when you ain't got no wet dick and I do, right? I'm winning, right? So you can sit there alone.
I'm winning.
And I'm gonna sit over here winning with the fat, ugly chick that don't nobody want. I'm good. Y'all gotta sit over and talk basketball. I'm gonna sit over here with the wetness, with the soft and wet. Even though she's unattractive, I'm gonna kick it with her.
No doubt, no doubt.
You see how different men
but hold on, let me ask you this.
No. Ask the questions. I want to get to Wall Street Willie.
And I'm gonna keep it short.
The question. And then the peso over there making them faces. I want to go to him too. So
yeah, I got you. I'm gonna keep it short. Like for me to answer the first, and it's a two-pronged answer. First simple answer is yes, right? Because how anybody else views the person that I want to be with doesn't determine whether I want to be with her or not. So if nobody else want her, that I wish that was the case. But the unfortunate truth is what would make me happy, right? And what I look for is things in a woman that I know, I'm more selective than most men. So I always say, one thing about me, I don't want trash. So I always expect dudes to want my woman. That's just what it is. But would other dudes not wanting her sway me wanting her? No. I don't care what they think of her. That was simple, right?
That was simple, short, and sweet. I want to go to Peso real quick. Why are you making those faces?
No, I'm reacting to what homeboy said again. No disrespect to nobody, but I'm beyond the kind of girl you describing is the kind of chick you done fucking after you bust, you got that clarity. You like, yo, why did I just do this? I want this bitch to leave, and then you don't be rude because she just fucked and all that, sucked all that, and now you like, yo, I can't believe I just fucked this bitch. What was I thinking? I don't want those experiences no more. I'm past that in my life, so that's not a win to me.
Okay,
that nigga be regretting. Hey man, the regretted nuts be a different story, bro.
So let me get this right. So you saying after you cracked her and you got your dig off, right? You saying you still thinking about her after that?
She's still there.
I get it from both. She's still there. I get it on both sides. A new pause, right?
Hold on. What because she's still there?
Hey, yo.
I said pause. But look, like I've had bad joints. I've had bad joints that when I wake up in the morning, I'm getting out of there. I'm thinking, yo, why did I even come over here? Right? So I get what he was saying about.
You stayed the night?
Yes. Yeah.
Yo, no, we listen. We do not judge.
I take naps afterwards with my gun on the knife.
I'm not staying the night, and she can't stay the night.
Oh no. Well, we talking about just something that's trash.
I would like to say this. Before y'all get into grinding each other's gears. I just want to go around the panel. Courtney is the last. Caught him up. The barbarian. Same question. Same question, baby. Would you date, marry, be with, or entertain a woman that no man wants?
Indubitably, I sure will, because she's got something I like, and I might be one.
Facts.
Okay, now y'all can chew each other out. Now y'all can chew each other out.
All these niggas is cap. It's all cap, right? They all here saying, "Oh, I want a woman that don't know nigga won't." No, you don't.
Because if that's the case, the chick that you have right now will be some fat, sloppy, snaggletooth, thyroid in the neck having ass chick. Because don't nobody want that bitch, right? You will have one just like that now. It's a
Right.
lot of them to choose from. So
Right, but
no,
Anu,
right now is attractive and she has qualities that other men find
You gotta
attractive.
call him.
So why
You
would
gotta
you
call
say
him by his name. His name is Burns. That's his
I
name.
mean
you know what I'm
Burns,
saying?
my bad.
So why would y'all lie and sit here and act like you want a woman that don't know other nigga find desirable? Like that's crazy.
But you gotta
I know
understand
niggas.
how we were answering, right? The fact that other men don't wanna wouldn't determine whether I wanna or not. If I wanna, I wanna. That's it. But
But we
I
saying
am
is the fact that
acknowledging
you
to your
want her, you
point.
find that qualities that other niggas find
I'm not
desirable.
being disingenuous though. I am acknowledging to your point that it's zero chance that the woman that I want other men won't want. You know what I mean? So I get what you're saying at
So
the same time, but I'm saying
let me
just
ask
like
this then.
even pretty chicks, everybody don't want the same chick just because everybody else don't want her. She might be all right to me. You know what I mean? That's not gonna sway me from dealing with her. But I'm being honest to your point. 9 times out of 10, what I want, a bunch of other dudes wish they could have. You know what I'm saying? So
Hey yo, but let
So
me ask this, right? If
I got a
no other
question.
man want her, right? If no other man want her, right? And you the only man on the planet that wants this woman, at what point do you start to question your manhood?
never. Never. That sounds like paradise to me, right? I wish I really, really wanted a woman that nobody else wanted. That would be amazing
So
for
let me
me.
give y'all a
But
question in the
why?
room.
But why does nobody else
What would
want her
woman
though? You
what
wouldn't
woman
care
would
why
really want?
nobody else. Would you
No,
care why nobody else wanted her?
no, that's my point. I don't care why nobody else don't want her. If I actually want her, right? There's a reason
Hmm.
why I want her. I don't care what nobody else want in my space, my relationship. Like
What if
it's what
everybody
I
knows she
want.
got AIDS except you?
All right, see now you wilding. See,
Why you
What you
keep
mean we
going to
wildin'?
these
We
Yeah, we
don't
can't
want
we
her,
outlandish?
can't we can't always go to the extremes, you guys.
So
but
can
when
I ask you
nobody
again?
wants her for a reason, no
Right.
man
It's not
wants her for a reason.
First it was
that
if she ain't got no cat. Now what? Now it's if she get bro. Chill out,
It
bro.
no,
gotta
wait,
be
wait,
I got
wait.
something
No,
something,
I
really
bro,
didn't
that
quick.
answer.
no
She ain't got
man
no
wants her.
cat.
I
That
got
is a
something really
boy,
quick
nah,
though.
man,
Damon.
y'all bugging. If niggas
Nah, if
don't
she ain't
nobody
got no
want
cat,
the
I'm
bitch,
out.
man. Listen, don't nobody
That is a
man want
boy,
her. If the
Damon.
average man don't want her, if the average man don't want her, and the average man not getting pussy just every fucking day, he's not. So if the average man don't want her, cause something that's red flag galore.
So let me
I
I'm just
mean,
give
saying,
y'all a
men
real
are
example.
logical creatures. Like men are logical creatures, and if we all saying hell no, man, we good, bruh. You might want to dodge that bullet. That's all I'm saying.
I'm
Let me
Okay,
just
give y'all a
simply
so
real answer
saying,
though.
I'm just simply being honest and saying, I don't really care what nobody else wants, right? Like, if I actually want her, I'm not gonna let the fact that nobody else doesn't find her acceptable sway me. I want her. If I
right,
want it, I want it.
like
Yes,
So
here's
peep
an
baby.
this.
That's it.
example.
So
Here's
peep
my
this. So peep
example.
this, right? You out of town. Oh my bad, you
Mhm.
about to say something? Go ahead.
I got a
Mhm.
real quick example. There was a beautiful African girl that used to go to my school, my high school.
Mhm.
Nobody really wanted her because not because of her beauty. She just had body odor. She had
She
very
had
bad
BO
body
people.
odor.
She had
We can fix
BO.
that. We can
Yeah,
fix
you
that.
feel me? But nobody tried to holler at her only because of the body odor.
Right.
Hold on, what type of body odor?
It wasn't. It
No, it
wasn't
don't matter.
sexy.
It was
Oh
BO.
no,
Like
no,
It
it
yeah,
was
wasn't.
yeah,
just
It
body
yeah.
odor.
wasn't.
Nah, that was
Oh
a
It
yeah,
good
wasn't from
fuck
the
question.
it.
lower
Somebody was
parts
hitting
of
that
her
on a
That
low
was a
face.
good
key.
question. He
Yes,
said
it
it
Somebody
do.
was
It
hitting
dirty.
that.
wasn't. It wasn't like
Was
she
it
was
the
running around. She wasn't running
It
around
wasn't
here.
from her coochie. If that's what
It,
you're
it
looking
Yeah,
for,
better
it
be
was
body
the
from
odor
her
is
body
not
armpits. We
odor
just
included
gonna leave it
because
at
in
if
coochie.
armpits.
she's just
No, no,
musty,
coochie is
if
not
she's just musty,
included in that.
you
We
can
just
bang a
gonna leave
musty
it at
chick. There's
armpits.
nothing wrong with banging musty chicks, nigga. But if the coochie and the ass smell like a dumpster, nigga, you gotta run from that. If the bitch feet stink and shit like that, you gotta run from that. Those are major red flags. Now, musty,
My
you
baby
know,
mother feet
everybody
stink.
get musty, but everybody ass don't stink. Like everybody Bitches'
Still
feet
my
don't
nigga to this
stink.
day.
A woman's feet don't stink, right? So it really matters. If her breath humming, no, you can't have her all up in your grill and shit. So it's certain things that matter. Now, if she just
yeah.
I could breathe through my mouth. I ain't even got to use my nose.
It wasn't something. No, you still was gonna taste it when you was around her. The point is, she was unattractive for her body odor. And I'm talking about within a 5-foot proximity, she was unattractive primarily due to that. She wasn't physically unattractive.
Right.
If it was Instagram, everybody trying to smash.
Right. Until they
by means of the angles. But I mean, to some degree, I feel sad for the person taking them pictures. But at the same time, it was something that, for the sake of argument, I could get over, because especially once you begin to explore and learn about her, okay, she only used her homemade black soap. And for some reason, her homemade black soap didn't maintain a good, like, her skin was immaculate. Like, she had flawless skin, soft as a pillow. Like, everything about her was great until
So
you
she
get
used
to that
organic
smell.
products.
Did she
and them
have
shit
yams?
don't.
I think I know what was wrong.
Did she
Them
have
organic products, they healthy, but they don't
let me tell
mass
you what's
smell.
wrong
They
with
don't come with a bunch of perfumes and shit.
Nah, it ain't even that, man. Let me tell you what the fuck wrong with them, man. They eat goat. Africans eat goat, bro. And if you ever live by Africans, y'all know they eat a lot of goat and they cook it.
Oh my God, no, we're not getting
like
into this.
But I'm dead serious. Look, it smell like goat when you walk in their house. Their kids smell like goats. All of them smell like goats because they cook it and eat it so much. So when she came to school, y'all probably thought she was smelling like Curry Farms or something, but in reality, she was smelling like fresh cooked goat. You know what I'm saying? Which actually should have made you hungry and want to eat her.
Yo, who
let him up here?
I think it's almost time to go into our next segment. It's time to go into our next segment.
Not yet. Real quick.
No, Peso got one question.
I got one question.
We're gonna yield the floor to
yeah. You go to scenario, right?
Yeah.
You walk into the spot, and then there's women of all different kind of flavor. You get your Nia Longs or whatever you like, whatever your taste is, right? And then there's one chick who like the comedian Leslie Jones. How many of y'all gonna bypass all the nice looking chicks to go crack Leslie Jones?
No one. That was easy.
Are you asking would we crack?
I don't like that.
I knew it's nothing to think about. We are not
don't like
past
Beyonce,
don't like that. Kelly Rowland, Nia Long, and then going and pulling up on Leslie Jones.
No, he said he is.
I got you.
I want to.
What's wrong with Leslie Jones?
Wait a minute. Pause, men, fellas. Kali West. These faces. Give me some words to these faces.
I'm just saying though. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, they might have all these pretty women, but if you know your pockets ain't right, or you know you ain't got it, you feel me? You might not be. You might have to go and holler at Leslie Jones. You feel me?
But do you want Leslie Jones though?
Hell no.
Hell wildin'.
Hell
wildin'. Leslie Jones is not an ugly woman. Like
she's not ugly. She's not ugly. She's not ugly.
Who is Leslie Jones? Who is Leslie Jones?
Leslie Jones is the black girl from Ghostbusters, Saturday Night Live.
From Ghostbusters?
And she used to be on SNL,
Yep.
The chick that Eddie Murphy smashed in Coming to America too.
She's not ugly.
Eddie Murphy's baby mama.
She's not ugly.
In Coming to America.
She
ain't ugly, but she's far from cute.
She ain't ugly. Okay.
I mean, she's not like. Yeah, she ain't got like that mixed, mixed mulatto cuteness. She got an African cuteness. She looks African.
What is he talking about?
I thought the question was, would we walk past?
Whoopi Goldberg not ugly. Whoopi Goldberg
I thought
not
the
ugly.
question was, would we walk past if we had access to Kelly Rowland, this one, that one, and go pick her, right? No, nobody's doing that. If we could have what we want
chick that played
out
Precious,
this lot.
she ugly as hell.
Nah, she kind of cute, but she just big. She cute, but she big.
No. Big.
Ooh, Leslie Jones.
Man,
Leslie Jones is just big as fuck. She's got that. She got
Who,
that
Precious?
Whoopi Goldberg for our modern day.
Y'all talking about
beauty.
Precious?
She look better than Leslie Jones.
No, bro.
Whoopi look better than Leslie Jones.
Said Precious.
Yeah, facts.
No,
Facts.
y'all crazy.
I'm not questioning that.
What?
Y'all men, this is y'all
I'm not even
show.
gonna lie.
I'm
Whoopi
just
Goldberg
asking.
look
I'm just
better than the
asking.
chick from Ghostbusters.
I'm playing devil's advocate right now.
That, man.
No, wait. Let me rephrase that. Young Whoopi. Young Whoopi.
I could agree with that.
Yes. That's why I'm like, Whoopi. Them bitches look like the same age.
That one
bitches
chick,
look the same to me, if you ask me.
At the same age?
Them bitches could be. Them bitches
I see.
She used to do the.
I seen the picture where Whoopi Goldberg was kind of cute.
What was her name? Everybody used to say she was ugly, but she was cute to me.
But wait, Burns, you was saying that, you wouldn't want the chick that nobody else wants, right? I don't think many people want Leslie Jones, and now you're literally
crazy, bro?
You're standing on.
lying.
Nah, bro. Nobody want Leslie Jones.
Nobody want her, bro.
I think you could go to every high school black boys room in America. You will never find a single poster of Leslie Jones on my soul. I really believe it.
I want to go back.
An immature man probably don't want Leslie Jones, but a grown man want Leslie Jones, bro.
So wait. Hold up.
Somebody on camera interject, damn it.
So wait, I just need to understand. So you're saying you're not a real man unless you want Leslie Jones?
You gonna find a people like that? You gonna find
Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Nah, man.
I see why you throwing him the log.
That's
if we're gonna do it like that, real men don't say the word but
If
two.
you like Leslie Jones, you like Leslie Jones. And that's
She about 6'4", 230.
I don't know if I know. Hey, you must have got her leaked pictures because she leaked her own pictures like about a month ago, and people was kind of talking about it for like a hot second.
Like, why don't you go get a?
That's a bad picture.
A real picture.
That's a bad picture.
That's a perfect representation.
That's actually a good picture. That's actually a great picture of her.
Oh, that's a good picture of her.
That's a good picture of her. I seen worse.
She got gold hairstyle.
Charlie is unattractive, man. Why is it just such a big deal?
What is attractive? What is unattractive about this woman? Let's go through it.
Her face is not symmetrically appealing.
Let's go through it. What's unattractive about this woman?
Her face is not symmetrically appealing.
From head to toe.
What's not appealing about her?
Her face is not symmetrical.
Oh my God! Stop it.
Oh come on! Oh my God! Oh my God! She like Chubb Rock.
Put it to you this way, right? Kelly Rowland has amazing skin, right? Leslie Jones doesn't have amazing skin. Beyonce has an amazing body, right?
It's been
She like Michael Clark Duncan.
Time out in the game. Time out in the game. It's been a fucking hour. We got three segments. Fellas, we got three segments. Y'all been stuck on this one segment for an hour. We gotta move on. We just gotta move on.
Last point. Symmetry is attractive. If it's not symmetry, it's unattractive.
No. All right. This is all right. No. I'm gonna let y'all have it. His last segment of this, his last point of this segment is symmetry is attractive. I'm gonna go around the board. I'm gonna start with Peso because this man he's been quiet, patient with the panel. Peso, symmetry, attractive. No.
I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean by symmetry is attractive.
Brother, GMO, elaborate. Simply keep it short.
Hold on. Can I flip my camera around and I can just show it. Matter of fact, let me can you see that?
No, because you went off camera.
Hold on.
Don't they sing "It's a God in Me"?
Niggas.
You see that? Which one of those pictures is attractive?
I don't know picture of the stroke.
Is that a cloud? That's a.
Well, no, they're like attractive.
We don't care
like we
about
don't.
The object. Which one is attractive? Which one is appealing? The
Which one is
the
appealing?
symmetric one
Yeah, that's a
or
better
the
word.
asymmetric
Either
one?
I
one, they
can't say
both look
either
like
one.
amoebas. Like
I like
how
Nigga,
smoke.
you no. You
I like the one on
Burns,
the right.
do
It look
not
like
answer
smoke.
this question. I'm gonna go around the board. Peso.
Right.
You Burns, you don't get to answer this question because nigga, you about to come
I
off.
mean,
No,
I
no.
don't.
You don't get to answer this question. Burns, you answer this question. I mean, Peso, I'm sorry. You answer this question. Which
Nah, I
one was
don't
more
want a
appealing?
girl I don't want a girl who got a stroke face. I'm cool.
Hey yo, bro said she
Yeah.
looked
Y'all
like
wild, man.
Conway.
There's
You
that.
guys
My man
wow.
answered that
Y'all
shit
are
real
wild.
snappy and
Y'all
with the
ain't shit,
quickness.
man.
My man said stroke face.
Kali West.
Mm.
We skipping Burns. Kali West. Which one?
Mm.
Which picture was more appealing? I don't even know if you was looking at the
I
camera,
couldn't even
brother.
see shit. I
That
was
part.
looking, but I couldn't see shit.
That
All I
part.
seen was
Lord,
the
I'm
shit
gonna
that
go
looked the
around real quick.
same.
We're going around real quick. Just rapid fire. Banu. Which one was more appealing?
I would
Banu.
go with
Which one is more
Symmetrical,
appealing?
asymmetrical.
I'm about to. Which one is more
the
appealing?
what?
Banu.
I would go with the one on the left.
Symmetrical, pretty,
Yeah, that
attractive.
one.
We
Yeah.
skipping Burns. We skipping Burns. He last, nigga. Wall Street. Which one is appealing?
I need some context.
I
Appealing.
mean, I can't
Which
really
one?
I mean,
say.
All right.
one looks even and one looks uneven.
Calm down. Which one catch
This
your
is a
eye?
female's
Which
face.
one?
It's a
No,
female face. Pick one.
stop. No. This is persuading. Stop
I'm an
persuading
answer.
them. Give him.
I mean,
Which one catches your eye? Which one draws your eye the fastest? Quick.
yeah, I can't see
Which
the
one? Left or
yams.
right? Right or left?
I
Left or
can't
right?
see the yams, right? But I've never measured a chick to make sure her face was
My
symmetrical.
bruh, my boo, my bruh.
I
Which
told you
one
it's
catches
subjective.
your eye
Wah,
fast?
wah, wah.
I can't see the yams. Like,
All right, we
But
going
I
back.
can't even
beauty,
see the picture if I'm being
We
honest.
going. Court him up. Court the
Hey,
berry. The
nah, ask
berry.
Kenny different though. Hey, Kenny, which one is a better booty cheek, bro? If it was a booty cheek, which one more attractive? The
Asymmetrical.
lumpy cheek or
Symmetrical
the
is more
symmetrical
attractive.
ass?
Asymmetrical.
Yes.
That's the bad
shot.
asymmetrical. I'm a
Symmetrical
woman
is
and I
more
can tell you
attractive.
asymmetrical
Yes.
You
is
mean
more
a side
appealing.
shot or a
Which
back
one
shot?
catches your eye faster? Court him up. Court the barbarian. Which one catches
I'll
your
go
eye
with
Man,
faster?
that's
asymmetrical.
subjective.
I'm gonna go
Thank
with
you.
asymmetrical.
Thank you. Y'all keep this shit
He like
fucking real sweet and
BBWs.
smart. Keep this shit real sweet and smart. That's all we asking.
That's because he like BBWs. He said asymmetrical.
No.
Away.
Why? Because he like didn't. No, he didn't. He picked
BBWs be
symmetrical.
symmetrical as
Court
hell.
the
They
court
be
the
symmetrical.
barbarian pick symmetrical.
Get the right
I
one.
said asymmetrical.
You said asymmetrical. All right. Well then,
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Well, there you have it.
Wait,
Moving
but
along.
can I ask
Segment
the brother
2.
a question?
No.
Who likes lopsided? All right, my fault.
No. No.
All right, my fault. All
No.
right, never mind.
We already got Kali West dropping out this joint. So
Nah, you
there is that.
my fault.
Nah,
There's
man.
that.
Y'all, every chick y'all have ever met got lopsided titties. Every last one
For
of them.
real.
Every woman that you ever met, one leg longer than the other. All of
Everybody.
like ain't none of them got perfect teeth. Nigga, that bitch you with, one of them eyes is fucking floating.
Moving on to the
I'm
next
just saying.
segment. Moving on to the next segment.
Yo, they said
Hey.
they said old boy looked like Lisa Leslie. What's her name?
Oh,
Let's go to the next subject, Morphine.
Yeah, let's go to the please allow your girl to move the fudge on, bro. Allow your girl to move on. All right, next segment in this live, we moving on to how does fatherhood affect Black men?
I say it
I mean,
ultimately depends.
that's a broad question.
It ultimately depends on the relationship, if any, with the mother. Because sometimes
wait, Court, pause. Kali, relink your stuff because you left and I unlinked them. All right.
Okay.
While you're doing that, Kali, Court, the barbarian, you answer. Restart over though.
So I say it depends on the relationship the father has with the mother, if any. Because sometimes the mothers do not, like the one. I mean, I don't like connecting this to music, but so I'm not going to forget that example.
Nah,
All right, so no, I don't. No. Yeah, because like for example, you got people out here that want to be in their kid's life. They try to do everything they can for their kid in their budget, or not in their budget. They try to go over and out for them. But the counterpart, the one you lay down with, is not allowing that type of interaction to be cross exchanged
Nurture.
or
Right.
fairly utilized between you and your offspring.
Right.
That part.
Well,
And
why
that
I
can be
say
detrimental
this
to
is
the
a broad.
man because that can be
No, don't
detrimental to
ask
the
the
man.
question. Don't ask the question to it. What he's
Now let him
saying.
finish. Let him finish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
real quick. That could be detrimental to the man's self esteem, the man's ego, a
Absolutely.
whole lot of things because he know he really trying to do right. While at the same time, he's not trying to get abused or ran over. Say it's not a situation with the courts being involved. Y'all trying to do everything without necessarily getting the courts involved. And and then you still experiencing them type of hiccups in trying to communicate with your children or your child. It's a problem. It's stressful. It can drive a nigga wild.
Yeah.
That part.
Well
Now,
said.
I interpreted your question a little bit different. Just for clarity, we ask it one more time.
What
Okay.
does parenthood mean to black fathers?
So,
That part.
okay, when you say what does it mean to black fathers? I think what the brother was more so answering, or how I took his answer is more how difficult it is for black men to be fathers at sometimes, but not just the importance of being a father. Whether if you have a relationship with the mother or not, I think is irrelevant to the question that you're asking and the importance of being a father to black men. And I think it's very important because if you are able to influence your child for the better, the relationship with the mother doesn't necessarily have to play a part in that. You can be a father to your child, an influence and inspiration, and not get along with your baby mama. All y'all got to do is just meet up for the drop offs. I think the act of trying to be there, the continuous fight of trying to be a part of the life of your child is way more important than the relationship that you may have with a bitter baby mom and things like that. And it might take 10, 15 years for that to happen, unfortunately. But I believe that that relationship is something that has to be forged because without it, we've seen the results of the black community.
I agree. Real quick rebuttal. I agree. I was speaking from personal experience. So that's my situation. And I'm saying that it is tough because and it's I don't care about what she got going on until it involves my son. So I can care less about who she or she got going on. I really just want to know how's my son being. I can't communicate, etc., etc. We live in different states. I travel to see him, and I'm still being miscommunicated, misdirected, all of this stuff. It's nothing but a major expense. That's not because I don't realize the importance of being a father. I want to be a father. It's just a situation of this parental dynamic that's hindering the interactions. And I grew up in a household without my father. My brother grew up in a household where he knew his father, and then our mama, and his father got divorced. So at a young age, his pops just wasn't around. My pops at least paid that fee. His pops didn't, for lack of better terms.
I
And
want.
the attempt for maintaining a relationship, I recognize with my pops that he didn't try to maintain a relationship even once we actually did begin to communicate. So, as a child that grew up without a father, I want to be there as a father. I know the problems that's going to come up in my son's life because I experienced them as long as his father's not there. So, it's at least in my situation, it's primarily a paradigm situation with the parents. That's that's complicated.
Yeah.
That hinders the relationship with father and child.
I would say
My
Wait. No.
this court,
I
and I
don't
just want
want
to
a
respond to you
rebuttal. I
real
don't want.
quick.
It's not a free fall. No, it's not a free fall because Courtney been talking for a while. I need to go around the room. We got men other people that want to speak on this
But
topic?
Morphine, this will mean a lot to me, and I'll keep it short. I promise.
All right,
I just
please,
wanted
please, because it's
to
other
tell
men that got to
Floyd,
talk.
you can take some solace in the fact that at some point that door may still be open. So I would say have faith in that. Like more often than not, whatever goes on, children still want their daddy. And as they grow older, they get a different perspective on things. So I would just try to support you in saying, just always keep in mind, right, that babies love their daddies when they get the chance to. And if you ever get the chance to, you get what I'm saying? Just take advantage of it. So just don't ever get, you know what I mean, down in the dumps about it. And I respect what you just said. Like I got homies that have been through that. So I don't take it lightly. So I just wanted to kind of throw you them words of support. Like it can change overnight. Cause kids love their daddy. So if you ever get the opportunity, take advantage of that, it'll take off. You know what I mean?
Appreciate it, bro.
Real
Respect,
shit.
respect.
Okay, that was respect. That was love. I like when males encourage each other, especially brother
Yeah,
men.
but you tried to cut me off. Go ahead and take over the
I'm
show.
sorry because it, like I said, it's other men. I gotta be a good host. I'm a good host. I'm
Nobody
good at
trusts
what I
Wall
do.
Street.
I trust you, Wall Street. That's why I love that you came up
I
here.
love you
Um,
more.
I want to start from the way that my screen is, so I'm gonna go with peso again. Um, again, I'm a. Do you need me to reiterate the question?
Nah, but I had a different interpretation of it. What my brain went to is when you see men or young boys grow up in fatherless situations. I'm going to even say beyond fatherless when you don't have prominent masculine roles or role models in your life. You see how them boys grow up versus how those who do have, if not a father, uncles, some type of old head, some type of male guidance in their life and whatnot. You see a lot of these young boys take on women emotions, women feelings, don't know how to express themselves properly or in a masculine way. That's what my interpretation of the question was. So I think having, if not just a father, if not a father, a prominent male role model is pertinent and absolutely necessary for young boys. Because if not, you grew up around all women. Now you got this sassy young man or grown man who have no resolve, no gumption about him, nothing at all. He's just always in his feelings, always emotional, always complaining, lethargic, and shit like that. So you get a effeminate man basically if there's no male father figure, male guidance in the household.
Okay, okay. Um, next GMO. Come on, do your organic thing.
Yeah, I really believe that getting fatherhood into black community is like probably the most important thing. Like I say, it's been evident in our communities that how not just destroyed families, just um lack of communication, lack of guidance for young brothers, misplaced emotions. When young brothers get frustrated, I believe a male figure is a much better solace and outlet for them. But we're not having that. So you get a lot of young brothers who tend to express themselves through the female outlook, and that has caused a lot of commotion and trouble in our communities. So being able to get fathers to be able to at least help young men manage the trials and tribulations of becoming a man. Because I know I had my father, he was around, but I had a father figure and a stepdad. And one of the best lessons I ever had from him is when I just going through bullshit, you know what I mean, nigga, tears in my eyes, crying, expressing myself to my dad. And after I got it all out, he just like, all right, you done? You still got to do it. And that was just like some of the biggest shit. Like I can express myself as a man and be as vulnerable, but then still just need to hear what, hey man, cool, go ahead and get it out the way, but you still got to stand up and do what you need to do. And I think a role model saying that and giving that perspective to young brothers in our community is invaluable, man. It's like it's priceless.
Absolutely. I'm gonna go down to Mr. Burns since I skipped you in the rapid in the rapid fire questionnaire. I'm gonna go to you, Mr. Burns. Give us.
I think the way fatherhood affects Black African Americans is based on your social economic status. Um, Usually, if you have a horrible socioeconomic status, uh, the way you bring your child up is usually a little bit more rough. So, based on that, and then it's the other interaction with the other parent. You need the other parent to reinforce the morals and standards that you install in your child, so your child don't grow up with a double mind, to have a double standard mind, double way of thinking. Other than that, like I said, it's going to affect you in a positive way and in a negative way, which basically cancels each other out. It's a cancellation because both of them are equally positive and negative, but it depends on your social economic status is which way is going to push you over the edge, whether it's going to be positive or negative.
Okay, Lord Banu, call into the stage, Lord Banu.
So my view on it is that it's a distinction between fathers and adult males with children. Um, and I think that a lot of the perceptions of fatherhood have been clouded by the actions of adult males with children. And a lot of them aren't even adult males with children, they're children with children. And I think that fatherhood for Black men is in a state of repair, for actual fathers who are trying to be something in their children's lives who that they didn't have, or replicate something that they did have and see a need for it in our community. So I think that this, for Black fathers, what fatherhood really means is right now is going through cultivation stage and being able to protect that identity and what that means to us as Black fathers.
All right, Wall Street Willie, you are the last, and then I will let y'all have a free fall. Then we're gonna go to our last segment of the night.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm fortunate, and I don't take that lightly. Like for me, my definition of myself as a man has been what I've been able to do for my kids, right? And I do recognize people get in different situations. So one thing I don't do is judge. I judge a man on his efforts, not his situation, right? But overwhelmingly, though, when it comes to Black men that want children and want to be in their kids' lives, those kids mean the world to us. You know what I mean? There are a lot of times the way we can validate ourselves, and when that situation isn't right, the narrative that we just don't care just simply isn't true, right? So it can do a lot more damage to us than people even respect. So it's a very touchy situation. But again, right, like dudes that just don't care and are doing whatever, they'll never get that respect because you do have a responsibility, right? But my brothers that are in situations and have to deal with it, I don't judge them. You get what I'm saying? So I just, for me personally, it's the way that I validate myself as a man. It's the sacrifice I put into those kids that, makes me feel good about myself. So it is very important to Black men to be in their children's lives, have access, and be a part of their development. It means a lot.
All right. So, with all the things that was said today across the male panel, what do you guys have to say about that? Each and every one of you guys opinions, each and every one of you guys statements. If you guys have anything to say to one another, There is no order. Y'all could just go out here and say it. I'm gonna start off with Pesto because you the first one on my screen, so you the last one to the first one to say something and the last one to say something. So you just like sitting on the screen.
Ask me last. I got a question to add entertainment value to this question. So ask me last. I got a question to
Okay,
ask you. We can really
keep
entertaining.
that. Stick a pin in that. Please don't lose that thought. Uh, Other fellas, anything that any man has said on this panel amongst this segment of how fatherhood affects black men that men on this panel have said, how what resonated with you, what you got an argument against? Free fall. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I wanna send some positive energy to the first brother that spoke. Um I can't remember the name.
Court the barbarian. Court the barbarian.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I really resonated with your story and like what you're going through right now. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm kind of dealing with the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to send some positive energy your way. You know what I'm saying? And just tell you to keep your head up. You know what I'm saying? And make sure you do your due diligence on your part. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times we get caught up in the rigmarole of that and not wanting to go through those processes. So we let things fall to the wayside and lose our leverage in the situation. So just be diligent with, like, you know what I'm saying, any paperwork or, you know what I'm saying, keeping receipts and anything that'll back you up as far as, you know what I'm saying, being able to be in your children or your child's life. You feel me? So just keep your head up, bro.
Word to the new word. Well,
Yeah, man. I just want to point out, man. You know what I'm saying? Outside of all that Hallmark court shit y'all be doing, you know what I'm saying? Y'all need to go back to masculinity shit because having all that soft ass emotional shit, bleeding hearts and shit, that shit ain't good for men. You know what I'm saying? Emotional men shoot up schools, beat bitches and shit like that. Like we don't need all that stuff, man. Y'all need to learn how to take your emotions and wipe your ass with that shit because it's no good unless you finna go write a paper or shoot some hoops or go draw or paint or some shit. That's when emotions come in. That's when emotions are really good. You know what I'm saying? That's when they really good to employ. But outside of that, there's no use for them. There's no use for all of that soft ass recollection, thinking about on that stuff. Like life is really logical and it's really rational. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way you got to approach pretty much almost everything in life. I mean, just dealing as a man. Like as women, it might be a little different from them. But for us, we don't have the opportunity or the to be emotional. We just don't have that privilege. So I'm just saying, y'all, we just got to tighten up. You know what I'm saying? Be men, be real men. Real men make decisions, sticks by those decisions until we can't. You know what I'm saying? So you know, just stay hard, bro, because that's what we need right now. I don't know if y'all noticed, it's a shortage of hard men, real manly men. Like it's a shortage.
Hey, yeah.
Or basically pussies. You niggas like want to fucking cry and you know what I'm saying? I bet y'all niggas got potpourri bowls and shit sitting around the
There
house.
you go.
Y'all need to stop that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like we warriors, fighters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We used to listen to Crippin' Blood album. We 80s babies, man. What is y'all doing? I'm just saying, man. I'm gonna land my
I'm gonna
plane.
all
say
right,
that. I'm gonna just say that
all
I
right.
disagree with that.
Yeah,
But,
I'll jump in there. So, yes or no? Like Brother Burns, you was bugging on two accounts. One was Leslie Jones. Absolutely not. Right. And number two was us not being able to take care of us. Like we are human beings. To say to just be emotional is goofy. And I would argue that it's not the dudes that are emotional that are able to get it out in a safe space that shoot the schools up. It's the dudes that bottle those emotions up and never have a release and end up bugging out, right? I think we as black men need to support each other more. We need to create the space for us where a black man being honest about dealing with a situation isn't viewed as sassy, right? And we need to be able to tell each other, yo, bro, I got your back. I've seen things with situations similar to yours that turned out well, right? Like, and I'm gonna keep it short, but anecdotally, my first son's mother, right? She didn't have a good relationship with her father for most of her childhood life, right? Because her mother's crazy, batshit crazy, right? When she
You sound like
graduated
you set up
college,
a
hold
Hallmark
on, when
card.
she graduated college and whatnot, and her dad, he wanted to come around and be in her life. She wanted to be averse to that. I told her, no, don't do that. Give them a chance. You know what I mean? They have the best relationship in the world now, right? It's so crazy that her and her mother at this point barely have a relationship, right? But the relationship she has with her father means the world to her. So I'm saying, however long it has to take, just keep the door open if it means something to you. Now, some brothers go through things where they got to shut down. Like, this will drive me insane. So just know that everybody doesn't judge you. But, our kids need us, man. And if there is hope, it's worth it. You know what I mean? Because that feeling you can get
Yeah.
from building that
Or
bond, no matter
or
when it
kids
comes,
need y'all niggas to be
no
hard.
matter when that bond
Your kids
comes,
need you to be hard. 10
no
toes
matter when
down,
that
warrior
bond
niggas.
comes,
They don't
though,
need you to
hold on, Anu. And I'm gonna land here. No matter when that bond comes, trust me, brothers, it's worth it. You know what I mean? Keep the door open, keep the option for love alive, and take care of yourself in the meantime. That's all I would send out to my
see.
brothers. So I got y'all back, and
See,
I'm
there,
sending
there,
good
there you go. There
vibes
you go
and
with that
support.
shit again, man.
Yeah.
Love. See, there y'all go again. That's that hardcore core shit I'm talking about, right? Get to talking about all that love. That's the shit that got y'all in the position that y'all in. Love.
Mm.
Chasing love and doing all that dumb shit is what got all of us in this situation. See, had you put respect and accountability first instead of fucking love, with none of it, we wouldn't be talking about no fucking baby mom because you'd be talking about your wives. You see what
That's
I'm
not the
saying? But
conversation, though.
instead, you want to put that y'all want to put that soft ass monkey shit first, acting like women. Fuck love. Seek respect. Real men seek respect. We don't fucking love. Nigga, but the love is for dogs, children, puppies, cats, you know what I'm saying? Hobbies, shit like that. That's what love is for. You see what I'm
When
saying? It
when
keeps you
Notice how
I
he
agree.
didn't
when it
say
comes
women.
when
I
it
just want to.
comes
I
to
just want to point
respect,
that out. He never said women. He said puppies,
when it
dogs,
He
comes to
never
children.
said
respect,
kids
right?
either. He
When
never
it
said
comes to
kids either.
He
respect,
said
you have an
children. He said
extraordinary
children. He said
children.
children.
when it comes
Love
to
is
He
for
said he
respect,
children.
never
Like,
said women.
you have an extraordinary grasp of the obvious, right? Yes, we're all seeking respect, right? You have an amazing grasp of the obvious
no,
there.
no, 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 we
But
not.
no,
No, we
no,
not. Y'all niggas
showing
are
love
seeking love.
doesn't make us weak. Being loved doesn't make
Y'all
us
niggas
weak.
are seeking love. Y'all looking for love, fucking
Hey,
soulmates and shit.
I
Y'all
love all
looking for
you niggas on
soulmates,
the
not
panel.
business
hey, man,
partners.
I don't
Y'all
know
not looking
anybody
for
who should
business
say
partners.
anything about
Y'all
No
looking for
soulmate,
fucking
bro.
records,
But
soulmates.
no
This
Diddy,
is
It's,
no
the
it's,
Ain't
it's,
records.
nobody
it's
hey,
fucking
all
with
I
him.
love
see,
it's
all
the
hit,
y'all.
hit,
your
segue
ass
in.
is sold tied to all the motherfuckers. You
here's
sold
what.
tied to everybody on the goddamn because you a
You
fucking
better.
human. We all got the same answers. So all of that fucking soulmate stupid shit, y'all need to wipe your ass with that dumb shit and you need to be seeking towards business and building respectful relationship with each other that's built on trust and honesty. All that love shit, throw that shit out the window. You can learn to
And,
love anything. You can learn to
and
love anything. But
I,
respect, you can't respect every fucking thing. You can't,
and
but you
I
can
think,
learn to
I
love.
think
You
I
can
think you
learn. I can beat your
misconflating.
ass.
I think you conflating
Learn
the
the way
way that men and women interpret love. Love don't have to come in the form of just fuzzy emotions. For a man, yes, if you say you love me, respect me. For my child, if my child say he love me, listen to my commandments because I'm instructing you in the right way. That is the love that a man looks to receive. So that's not my point of contention, though. My point of contention with us on this panel, even myself included, we refer to ourselves as black people. There's no country on this planet called black. We don't have an identity as a people. So I believe that's one of the reasons why we are so discombobulated and our communities are disconnected because we don't have an identity. We are a color. and we try to lump everybody into this color, and then everybody who look like us diss us and don't want to be associated with us. And that's where I think the thing where it comes in for our community. Yes, we do need to start to have love and respect for each other, but we need to know who the fuck we are, which is something we don't. So it's easy for individuals to claim, but no, I want you to respect me. But as a whole, we don't have respect for each other, nor do we have love for each other.
I'm an African American.
Y'all better not respond to that non sequitur ass shit. Y'all better not respond to it. Now,
non sequitur. All of that is irrelevant, bro. You just throwing attacks, bro. You're not saying anything that's grounded in reality. You just throwing attacks.
I'm not attacking you. I'm attacking you.
Yeah, I mean, you just.
Who just said that, GMO?
Which part?
That who just said that we not black and all that?
Oh yeah, that was me.
That goofy nigga there, man.
Respect.
Yeah, I know, but that's not the conversation. Like a conversation about identity, and we sitting here talking about black relationships and stuff like that. Then it's like, boom, now we on to nationality. That's a nonsense argument right now. Because rather you identify if you black or not, you most definitely identify if you're in a relationship with a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You most definitely identify whether if you love,
that wasn't
like,
I had already said that wasn't my point of contention with the conversation. I just touched on it and I moved on to my point of contention.
And can I get clarity? Mr. Burns? I got a question.
Right? So do you understand that that's not an attack? Me pointing out is non sequitur.
How is it non sequitur when everybody's giving their own anecdotal perspective?
I just had a question for clarity. Are you saying as men, as fathers, we should not love our children? Because us...
You talking to me?
Yeah, Burns, yes.
I mean, I thought children was one of those things. That's what love is for.
Okay. Okay, cool. I thought you were saying earlier that love is for the kids, like not for that relational...
Love is for children. Puppies, hobbies, cats, shit like that. You love getting head. You love, riding big body Chevys and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's what love for. You know what I'm saying? Your woman, you need to be respecting her and cherishing her and admiring her and have adoration for her and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Like love, yeah. Like you can learn to love anything like that. Okay. You can be with a person. I gave
you guys a time. I gave you guys time. I done went to the bathroom and came back. Okay.
We appreciate it.
Hey, so what was that question? Like that thing that you wanted to like in this segment with? That question that I told you to stick a pin in?
And I'm gonna say this, I kind of tend to deal with homeboy more than not 100%, because respect will let you do things. Respect will make you not do things that you might not necessarily do when you out of love and whatnot. So I'll definitely value respect more than love. So I agree with Tony on that. My question to the fellas is, when it comes to fatherhood and everything like that, what are y'all views on in 2025 going to 2026 being a stepfather?
I love it.
What do you mean?
It's for you, do you, my nigga?
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't mind being a stepfather. I got little homies I fake mentor, but on a closer level, there's a different thing when it comes to being a stepfather, father type character in a child's life. That's more than just mentoring.
To me, all that shit is the same thing. A stepfather, father, coach, teacher, brother, big brother, deacon, pastor. All that's the same damn role. Like, I mean, like we can just keep switching the title, but the job is still the same. The duty is still the same. So, I mean, I think it's just the same.
And it's the same thing, like, you know what I mean? Like, in the life that I'm leading now, like, you know what I'm saying? Even before, like, younger kids, you know what I'm saying, gravitated towards me, you know what I'm saying? And and kind of looked up to me in a sense. You feel me? So I even, in that sense, you know what I'm saying, took on kids from that. So if I'm with a woman, then of course, like I would take on that role as far as you know what I'm saying, not treating them no different and pouring into them as much as I could. You know?
Yeah, I would just say focus on the relationship you have in that situation and let that determine how you deal with that situation. Like, don't get caught up in listening to people's opinion and whatnot. Because for some, it may not be great. For some, it may be everything you were looking for, right? Like in my case, with my son is the oldest, right? My biological. He wasn't a hooper. My stepson dead nice, right? And I used to cook. So we have a whole bond on that. And I get to go to them games and watch him cook. And he come running over to me like as soon as the buzzer sounds and everybody, oh, that's your son, that's your, that's my little man. You know what I mean? Like it's a good feeling. So I would say be open to it if it's worth it, but don't feel a need to be something you don't want to be. Because that's not fair to the kid. You know what I mean?
Wait,
All right, all right.
I'm
can
Is
I
anything
ask him
surprised.
else?
something real quick?
I'm really
Eh, eh,
surprised.
yeah,
Can I
because
ask
okay,
him
so
something real quick?
this is your question, you know, and this is you can narrate how you want this.
Not in my experience, for the most part, today with, and I hate to sound red pillish, but with modern women, I think being a stepfather is a thankless job.
It's a what?
A thankless job.
A thankless job.
Yeah, and I can tell you from experience, man, it is super thankful, right? Like when you invest in that relationship, at least in my case, and I can't speak for everybody because everybody ain't gonna have the same situation. But you know, when he's done hooping, because I ball too, and we have that bond. Like when the game is over, he's coming straight to me, and they cooked, and I'm proud, and he's I'm his big homie, and it is a very gratifying feeling. You know what I'm saying? It's not a bunch of negative. It's not. What I found is I got to balance not being your actual biological father with letting you know that I love you just like I love my kids. You know what I mean? Biological kids. Like you're no different. So it's more of a responsibility for me than a burden. Like I love my little man. And again, he's
So,
dead nice and he might go to the league and I'm getting
So
floor seats. Yo,
my
Courtney, you
thing is
coming with
why
me to the game? All right, nah, chill.
Oh, let him finish,
like why
and please land your plane because this other guys that want to talk.
Yeah, nah, my son is dead. My stepson, dead nice. And I mean, Team Curry, we going to the league. Yo, Courtney, when we go to the league, I'm getting floor seats. You coming with me. You know what I mean? We gonna all take care of each other as brothers. There's nothing wrong with loving your brothers. And yeah, I'll land there.
man, y'all niggas be in these hallmark quests. Cause listen, so my thing is, as a man, you shouldn't be looking for no motherfucking thanks. What you appreciations and pats on the back as a man, really? And this what I mean by like the the the
Yeah.
the level of manliness, the level of just bro diminished. Like, dude, when I was growing up, no man ever sat around looked for people to thank them or pat them on the back. You just
Because he
did shit because
received
you
it.
did
Whether
shit
they
because
look
that's what
for it or
you
not,
did.
I guarantee you they appreciate it when they got it, though.
Right. Because he
No,
I
you are
mean, I
received
mean,
it.
positive.
I mean,
Now I disagree with
I'm
you
not saying don't
wholeheartedly,
be
dude.
appreciative. I'm saying I'm
Wholeheartedly.
not look. A man should not be looking for thanks. You should not be looking for thanks.
See, I think
What
you
you
got
do
the
ain't
notion
shit.
that men
What
are
you do
saying that they're gonna
ain't
stop
shit. It's not
operating
shit.
as men just because they not getting the appreciation. It's just men expressing what they would
Yeah,
value, bro.
that's
Nobody's sitting here saying that they finna
that's what
neglect their duties if they refuse, if nobody is
definitely what men
appreciating
should
it.
be saying.
Nobody
That's
sitting
most
here saying
definitely
they
what men
finna
should be doing these
neglect their
days.
duty of
And
being a
why you think
man
the
if they
women are
don't
calling
receive the
niggas sassy?
appreciation, bro.
That's why they call it niggas sassy, bro. It's because niggas feeling unappreciated. You not giving me
Right.
enough
And
thanks.
because
So
niggas
yeah,
No,
express
I'm
that.
gonna
I don't
stop
call it
No,
doing
no.
it.
So
sassy,
now
I'm gonna
look,
bro.
stop
now
May
look.
I disagree with you?
You
May I
sound
disagree
like
with you? No.
I'm not
you
gonna
talking about
tell
being
you
a
when you
man. But you going
You're
off
not
of what
appreciating
women are
me.
saying.
I'm just
Women who
saying, like,
gaslight and
you
use
sound a little
emotional
sad.
tactics, you're trying to use that
You
as a
sound a little
mechanism to
bit
prove
sad.
that you are accurate. Come on, bro. You using what women are doing. Nah,
It's not
bro.
even.
That
I'm just saying.
Let me say
I'm a
this.
real
yo,
80s baby.
you just
I
said
really
women
grew up
call
in the 80s.
men who express the fact
Y'all
that these
niggas got too many guns
men
growing
are
up.
feeling unappreciated,
I got
and black
too
men have been
much
saying this for
growing up.
years. Black men have been
That's what
saying this for
happened. That's what
generations
happened
that they are unappreciated, and now that black men are speaking up about it, you
when the
calling it
baby falls
weak and
down
sassy,
and
just like what women do.
and you get the kissing his boo boo and shit. This is what the fuck happens. You know what I do when my son used to fight? I used to do. I used to clap and cheer and be like, yeah, again, and he'll be looking at me crazy as fuck, like, no, and I'd be like, come on, let's do it. Yay, that was fun, right? And after a while, my son got it. He got it real quick. You know what I'm saying? But now y'all gonna sit here and baby boo boo y'all fucking kids.
No,
and wonder why
see,
by
you
the
doing too much. You know what I do? You know what I do with my son? You know what I did with my son when he
baby shit.
fell? I
You
look at
niggas
my
ain't
son
raising
and I
men.
tell
Y'all
him to
raising.
get up and shake it off, nigga. No, bro, you just throwing attacks on people, bro, but for no reason. For what reason? I don't know why. But bro, I can sit here as a black man and say, that when my son get hurt, bro, I don't baby my son. I have on a number of times had to grab my baby mama and tell her, like, no, let him shake it off, let him do it himself. But at the same time, I ain't gonna sit here and acknowledge that black men don't want respect and don't consider respect, goddamn, when it comes to their relationship.
Us we had a problem by identifying as black. Now you're saying that you're a black man. Well,
did I not include myself? Did I not include myself? Did I not include myself when I said that? Did I not include myself when I said that? Did I not include myself when I said that? Did I not? And so now you just talk. You don't know. You just talking. That's my whole point. You don't know. You just talking, bro. You don't know. You just talking. You just want to be hostile. I think you just you one of them black brother that's
Wait a
caused the
minute.
black community to be the way it is.
Wait a minute. It is an audio situation, and Burns' mic is not as loud as your mic, GMO. So you are drowning him out in audio. And you're not saying that your questions is railroading. It's neither here or there. He's answering them, but you can't hear him. Like, I can't hear him. Nobody can hear him.
He's just talking. He's not even letting nobody talk. The man just talking.
It doesn't matter if y'all audios was matching. This wouldn't be an issue.
Hey, man, look, if he need to get his audio game up, that's not my fault.
Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, it's an audio issue going on. I can't, as a host, allow this
he
to
need
happen.
to get closer to Wi-Fi or something.
But to get back to it, though,
I can't allow this back and forth to happen. It's an audio issue.
Yeah, it's some things you just can't shake off, right? I don't know if anybody's ever had a sick child, right? But that's not something you could just shake off. So in those situations, yeah, I love my son. Like, I coddled him. I told him everything was going to be all right because he needed that at that point. Everything just can't be shook off. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to let him be soft. Hey, if you scrape your knee, get up. Let's keep it moving. You know what I mean? But I never approach parenting from the aspect that I always got to be hard on my son. Like, nah. Niggas need love, man. That's why some of you niggas so crazy, man. We gotta love our babies.
I'm happy that floor open. I'm happy that floor open. Peso, what you got to say before I say what I say?
So the topic got kind of shifted, and maybe I'm jaded. Maybe I got some trauma I need to heal. But I'm talking about. I'll be 40 in April, so I've been a stepdad for real for maybe one good time. And I'm talking about you dealing with a shorty. You come into her life, her kid's life. And the dad ain't they biological dad ain't doing shit. You make Christmas happen. I don't even celebrate Christmas. I made Christmas happen for kids who wasn't mine, shit like that. I grew up in a Jehovah's Witness household. I'm the emergency contact when shit happened at school. I'm leaving work going to get the kids when the biological dad ain't answering the phone or he living his best life, shit like that. I'm making sure we didn't even live together. I'm making sure that shit at the house is cool, making sure it's food at the house. All little cool shit like that. Back to school situations is cool, all of that. you get young boy like wrestling events, I make sure you go to wrestling
Right.
once or twice a year. I'm doing all that cool shit like that. Now in this situation, the kids was cool. I ain't no issue with the kids. The kids are giving their ass to kids. But I've seen situations where niggas come through for kids, and the kid have the gall say, "I ain't gotta see you because you ain't my dad," or the kid tried, or the dad or the man in the household try to put some discipline out there, and the mom say they ain't your kids. Don't tell my kids what to do, and all that cool shit like that. I'm talking about in those situations. I'm not sure if any other fellas have ever had that before. I had it to a minor degree. And I'm just saying, it's something I probably wouldn't
So
sign
if
up
any
for.
other fellas have ever had that before?
So can I respond to that real quick?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I want to introduce a newcomer coming up. Little Doctrine. No, 3 Doctrine. Which one?
Ill Doctrine. What's
Ill
up, Morphine?
Doctrine. What's up, brother?
Yeah, how's my
Ill
audio?
Doctrine. Your audio is good.
You
Your
sound
audio is
cool.
good.
All right, I want to greet everybody with peace, love, and respect.
Respect.
Peace, man.
Faragani, my brother.
Respect.
I just want to end my
I'm
soliloquy by
gonna come back.
saying,
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm gonna come back to you last, Ill Doctrine, and I'm gonna let the panel finish out. But I'm gonna come back to you.
so I just want to finish this last little thing. I won't be long. So far as feeling appreciated, all that cool shit like that, absolutely hell yeah. If I'm stepping up for kids that I have no ties to, that once this relationship ends, I don't. That's some weird ass shit to be still going around kids you ain't got no ties to, or you ain't related to, and you done invested all this time, energy, money, and effort into this whole family that's not yours. So once you leave, they still intact and still good, and then you done spent thousands of dollars, been invested all kind of emotional equity into a situation that you not part of no more.
Oh man, it's an easy solution for that, brother. Let me tell you what you do. First thing you do is you got to stop celebrating European holidays. See, if you never celebrate Christmas in the first fucking place,
It's more than Christmas though, man. I'm talking about beyond that. Don't be so macro about it.
you know how hard it
Micro
is to
about it.
My
have
nigga
emotional
crashed out on the tooth fairy.
who don't buy motherfucking Christmas gifts. See, when you destroy all, you got to destroy all that bullshit first. You see what I'm saying? And instead, y'all went in with that same old Hallmark card ass bullshit. And I'm trying to tell y'all that shit don't work. You have to be hard about it. Like and like I said, it's your economic thing, right? If you wasn't participating in all that dumb shit that make you spend your money for no fucking reason, you would have more money to do the things that you need to do to be a father or a stepfather or a husband or any of that shit. But instead, you waste your time trying to keep up with the Joneses and you live this European lifestyle because like I mean, I don't know what it is about you brothers. Like y'all just don't want to be men. You don't want to be your own people. So y'all follow behind other people and trying to be the men that they are, right? Instead of trying to be the men that we are. You know what I'm saying? Your ass ain't supposed to be doing no damn Valentine's Day, no damn Christmas, none of that monkey ass shit. You're supposed to be doing none of that. Keep your money in your pocket. Build your money up. Why are you worried about that type of shit?
I like
Christmas? You
Christmas.
worried about Christmas gifts?
You
You worried
focus on
about
Christmas and everything I said, bro. You got
you
it.
worried about if a little brat gonna fucking cry? If the
He,
child can't tell you shit about Jesus Christ's birthday on December 25th, that motherfucker don't deserve no goddamn
we
gifts.
make hot cocoa and gingerbread houses.
That's
I
baby
I
Emmanuel's
like
birthday. That's
Christmas.
Jesus' birthday. Baby Jesus' birthday is on December 25th. And if niggas want Christmas gifts, they need to be singing praises to Jesus.
I'm talking more than Christmas, homeboy. I give that as
I
one
just
example.
Hey yo, but let me I just want to say to your point, right? You feel me? It's like he said earlier, you feel me? Coach, stepfather, father, you feel me? Role model. These are all like the same things within the title and what it's encompassing. So like if you want it, and one thing you gotta remember, like you said, like kids rebelling as far as you not my father, like these is kids. You feel me? And they dealing with certain shit that they dealing with from their father not being there. You feel me? Going through puberty and all of that. You feel what I'm saying? But if you stepping into a role, you feel me, and where you're the man in this role, and you say because this kid is not listening to me, then you know what I'm saying? Then that's just like your inadequacies as a man. You feel me? Like, yeah,
Right.
all right, well, There are no bad teams, just bad coaches. You feel me? And I have to agree with Burns a little bit with saying that we've adopted so much of this European ideology that we neglect our power and our stability that we're supposed to be giving our community and our women and our children. You feel me? And we'll say, well, we want the treatment that we give women. You feel me? And that whole red pill ideology is just white supremacy. You know what I'm saying? And to push those narratives into the Black community is a white supremacist narrative as well. So I do have to agree with Burns on that. But as far as the emotion and showing love, you know what I'm saying? I think that us as humans, that emotions are chemical releases that we have in our brain, and our job is to interpret those chemical releases and move forward and what to do with those and have them empower us instead of dwelling on them and being stuck in those emotional states.
I agree with you on that, like as far as like it being a chemical responses and whatnot. But I think that those chemical responses dealing with empathy, right? And it makes you empathize towards things. But love, on the other hand, is something totally different. You have to put love kind of in the category with like being bipolar or schizophrenic, right? Because being in love with something is almost like a schism. It's almost like you know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. Like, you can love something so much that you would kill for it. Nigga, you will unalive somebody for it.
Yes.
Like, do you understand what type of psychological hold a thing has to have on you in order for you to put your life on the line for it?
That thing's not in control of that.
But bro,
that thing isn't in control of that.
I mean, you're
Like
not in control.
my kids aren't. To your point, my kids aren't
control.
control.
That should be scary to you. That ain't something I would just will to somebody.
Hold on,
I wouldn't
second,
just will that type
my
of control.
Kids aren't control. Aren't in control.
Like that.
Hold on, my kids aren't in control of the amount of love I have for them, right? And yes, I would not only get my head chopped off, but for playing with my kids in the wrong way, I would gladly chop someone's head off and go sit down for the rest of my life and never regret it. Like, there's nothing wrong with having that love for your babies. That's not a control. That's not.
It's not.
Okay. Peso, I want to end this with you. I want to go to my next segment at an hour and 49 minutes. Y'all know how I like my lives. Short, sweet, and to the point. What do you like, since you brought up this subject that had a rabbit hole inside a rabbit hole that you did not know you was about to jump down? Okay. What do you think about the things that was said amongst the panel, since this is your ending of this segment? We got one more segment, you guys, and then we're done.
I think the guys focused on the micro part of it, focused on just a financial thing and whatnot. I'm talking about when you are in a situation, and then that situation inevitably ends, and then you done invested fuck money, or fuck that, take Christmas, all that shit out of it. You done invested time, effort, and everything like that to then to not expect any kind of appreciation out of that for a vested situation that you have no ties to. And then what do you do? Because homie said him and his stepson, he's looking forward to the basketball career and all that cool shit. That cool. It's everything peaches and creams now, and I wish no ill will to that situation. Let's say that situation does end. You and the mom break up for whatever reason it might be. She want to move a different direction. You had all these games, supporting and all that cool shit. They encourage you, probably take them to the park, do all the basketball drills, all that cool shit. They make all these grandiose plans. Now that shit ending, she's like, no, they ain't your son. Don't come around no more. We cool. We moving on somewhere else. Fuck money. All that other energy you put into that situation, what are you left with?
Yeah, that shit don't mean
asking
nothing.
Me?
And let me tell you why it don't mean nothing. Because as a hunter, right, sometimes you go on a hunt and you might spend days and days and days tracking that animal. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? That motherfucker just got away. And all that effort and all them calories that you burnt was for nothing. Guess what? Tomorrow you got to try it again. And you can't cry about it. You can't cry about it. Real man shit. Real man shit. You ain't supposed to be looking for no fucking gratitude for it, because that's just what you do when you hunting. You see, that's just what you do when you a warrior.
That's dumb because you hunt with a purpose. You don't hunt. You hunt to find something to eat. You ain't hunting and then you hunt with a purpose.
I'm saying you don't cry about the walk that it takes to get the meat. You don't cry about it. Like sometimes you might have to sit here in this trench or sit in this hide waiting for game for hours and hours, getting bit by bugs and all this other type of shit just to go home with nothing.
And then people, even in that scenario, the shaman, the hunter knows that there's nothing wrong with the prey. It's something wrong with him. It's something that he's doing wrong. That's why he's not catching that animal. The animal not doing nothing wrong.
Or maybe you were hunting in the wrong area. You need to hunt somewhere else.
I mean that's what he's talking about. That's what he's saying. Maybe you just with the wrong bitch. Maybe that's the wrong kid for your ass. You know what I'm saying?
No, I hear on that. I absolutely agree with that part.
But I lost nothing by investing into that child. I didn't lose
and that's my point. It's nothing. That's why I said you ain't losing nothing. Time that's virtue. When you put that type of love and admiration into a child, you can't say that was lost. I mean, unless it
build this structure.
Unless it wasn't really love, unless it was a transaction, then I can understand you feel like, you know what I'm saying, you lost out on some shit. But if you did it out of unconditional love, it shouldn't be feeling like no transaction. You shouldn't feel like, nigga, you need something in return for it. But that's me though. You know what I'm saying? If I do something, I do it because I want to do it, not because I expect nothing from you.
Yeah, I love you without the need for you to love me in return.
Oh God!
Just because I love.
I love.
Peso. Well, pause. Y'all did a lot of Y'all did a lot of preaching. So I just want to go to Peso. What do you think about what was said?
No, we can go to the next topic. We're not gonna agree. No, all that doing shit without nothing in return, or whatever the case may be. Maybe I'm just transactional that way. I don't know. I'm not gonna put my.
I think I get. Can I do a morphine thing? You know, because Peso hasn't been around me. No. He hasn't been around me in a while, so I'm gonna just do a morphine thing, and I'm gonna say reciprocation is something that is key in both relationships, whether there's a male or a female, outside of gender equality, outside of gender roles, outside of your gender norms. Let's just deal with each other as humans, and as humans, bruh, we want reciprocation. It is what it is. So if you're saying to a man that you're just supposed to grunt and bear and say fuck whatever, but a spite of reciprocation, bruh, fuck it. So a man ain't human in this motherfucker. So he just supposed to disregard his humanity.
No, that's what that woman. That woman is there to give him that humanity, that softness.
No.
He got this assumption that a man can't acknowledge a frustration, but yet still pick himself up by his boots and carry on.
Mean a woman gives you her bro? You supposed to have that. Your mama gave you that shit. Your mama is supposed to give you that shit. That's not your wife's job. Your mama gave you that. So I would say yes, brother. You're right. A woman do give you that. A woman do give you that. A woman do give you that. Your mama gave you that.
Right. A woman brings.
So I would agree to you that, brother. Yes, but not in the way that you said that right there. The way that you said that was like your wife, your girlfriend, your spouse, your lover. Your mama, your auntie, your sister should have gave you that shit. Yes. Yes. Yes, I agree, baby. That shit comes from a woman. I agree. Hands down. I agree. I'm the only woman up here that comes from a woman and don't come from your wife. Your mama should have gave it to you. Your sister should have gave it to you. Your auntie should have gave it to you.
Should
Your
have gave you
grandmama
what?
should have gave it to you. All that shit that
No,
he
I don't
talking
know
about that come from a
Should have gave you what?
like she should
I
have
don't
gave
know.
you
I don't know what you
this love and this validation that you seeking from your wife.
But
Just like her
reciprocity,
father gave
absolutely.
her a validation, her uncle gave her validation, her brothers gave her validation. There's men in her life that gave her
No,
validation.
I'm not. We're not seeking that from her. We seek respect from her. You seek respect from her because
That's
we're
respect. That's respect
no, no,
is
no,
his
no.
validation. Respect ain't a cheerleader. No, validation ain't a cheerleader. But that's
What I'm
just
So
saying.
me.
so
I'm
what if
gonna shut
somebody
up.
mother? What if somebody mother didn't give them love?
Didn't
They don't
love you.
deserve it.
Right.
Well, yeah, baby, that's what we walking into. I don't want to get into all that, but I'm just saying that's something that a man should have got from his family members, and you reflect that onto your woman. You reflect that, and what he is asking is for reciprocation. Like
Reciprocity.
that's what we started at. Reciprocity. That's what we started at. That's reciprocity is taught in your house. But that's neither here or there. We're gonna move on
But
to the final thing. We're
I'm
gonna move
sorry,
on
but
to the final
a
segment.
man's reciprocity and a
We're
woman's
gonna move
reciprocity ain't
Final
gonna never
round.
look.
final round,
That's
baby. We're gonna move on. Reciprocity should have taught in your house. You should have seen that. And I'm sorry that you men didn't see that. I'm sorry that the women out here didn't see that in this black community. I'm sorry we ain't see that shit. But we gonna move on. The last segment in this show is how do politics affect the black men? How do politics affect black men today in America?
they turn them into white
I'm
supremacists.
gonna go first.
I'm
Go ahead.
gonna start. I'm gonna start. I could do what I've been doing. Peso is the right to me. GMO, Wall Street, Burns. We want to switch it up. I'll go to ill doctoring because he ain't talk. Ill doctoring. You started off.
I
How
don't even
does
know
politics affect the black men today?
what level of politics do you mean? For me, politics is
The
just
politics
a way to
today. The
describe the
politics today.
relationship between people. I'm sorry, say
The
again.
how does politics affect black men today? What
Institutional
politics you want to
politics.
go into? The decade of politics? I'm not giving y'all. I'm not influencing that. That's just the question. How do it affect you today?
I don't know that I have a remarkable opinion about it.
Okay, I'll
So
move on. Uh, you sure? You sure? Like, let me get on camera.
I'll say I can go on, man, if you don't want to.
Like,
Yeah, go
Because
for it.
politics,
you sure?
yeah.
You sure you don't got nothing to say about that? Like nothing
Maybe he just need
to
a
say about
springboard
how
once he
black
hear.
politics
now let
Yeah, I think
Corderis go before me so I can
today.
finish
yeah,
up.
that might be a
And you
good
could
idea. If you
go
want to
from
go
whatever
around the table and
century
come
you
back to
want
me.
to that got affected today. Okay, baby, I got you. Go ahead, GMO.
But yeah, politics is like the bro said, just how we govern and deal with each other. We politic every day. You politic when you negotiate, you know what I mean? How you gonna set up your block party with your neighbors? If you're gonna use their yard or something like that, you go and politic with them. If you in the streets and you selling drugs, somebody move in and they hustling too, and y'all on the same block, y'all gonna politic so we don't cross each other paths. When you get into a political arena and you trying to have shit done in your community, but you got a non-profit organization that's outside your community that they trying to come in and buy some land, you gonna go in politics so you can either get a piece of this action or keep their asses out. Politicking is something you can't escape. It is just the understanding of what policies are we gonna go by in dealing with each other. That's all politics is. And if you don't have a say-so in the policies of interaction and commerce, then you just a slave. And I don't know, not one human being that's in the the public sphere that can live without interacting or dealing with politics in some form or fashion. Either you deal with politics or it's gonna deal with you.
All right, so let's go, right? Let me get right to it. Because when I heard the question, I saw it from the aspect of institutional politics, right? Democrats, Republicans, presidents, senators, right? Street politics, yes. Everyone knows politics is how people deal with people. But when I heard the question, in my mind, it was speaking to institutional politics. So now, as a black man, how do I feel about politics? For me, right? If you are supporting, and again, I want to make clear the difference, not the Republican Party, but the conservative, white Christian national MAGA party, right? You suffer from stage 4 crackatosis. And at that point, there's no way that I can save you. All I can do is try to make the rest of your stay as comfortable as possible, right? So now, that doesn't mean we're a slave to the Democratic Party, right? There's different ways you can handle different things. But in terms of having a base or a start to have any effect or influence on global, national, state, and city politics, I'll just end it here, right? Not a single coon Negro, right? Not one of them bad hairline having Herschel Walkers, Tim Scott, because they all got bad hairlines, right? But the point I want to make is not one of them.
I know, like it was.
Not, but hold on. Not one of them.
I was gonna laugh.
Not one of them are included in Donald Trump's administration. No matter how many red hats they wore, no matter how hard they coon for Fox News. Oh, and I watched them coon. They coon their best coon. Be honest with yourself. They're not a single one of those black men was included in that administration. They embarrassed themselves, their people, and their ancestors trying to be a part of, right? So you got to accept that. Them people don't want you. Listen to a Nick Fuentes interview, and you're going to hear all your own talking points if you consider yourself a black conservative. Now, there may be some strategic moves that we may need to consider outside the Democratic Party, but we got to be real clear. Politics is very polarized in 2025. So I'll end it here. Whether she's an Indian, Chinese, blue, black, whatever, I regret not going out and voting for Kamala. I sat this one out, right? But the undeniable truth is everything about Donald Trump's policies and everyone he put around him, and the fact that he didn't bring one of them bad hairline having Negroes in, tells me real clear, right? This is not the party for me. I have no place in this party. They don't want me, so I don't want to be there. So I'll just end by saying we got a lot of work to do. We got a lot to figure out.
Can I go next?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I want to say that everything is politics. And I think that we lost sight of that. And I want another thing that I wanted to quote was a saying that says politics is war without guns, and war is politics with guns. You know what I'm saying? And to the brother's point that he was saying earlier, either party that we decide to align with is never going to have our best interests at heart when it comes to political agendas and views. So I think just as much as being aligned with one party would be supporting white supremacist views and ideologies, being aligned with the other side would be supporting white supremacist views and ideologies in the same weight. And until we have our own political party that addresses our own politics that we have as a people, then we'll continue to be puppets in everybody else's game that they're orchestrating for their people to have power and control over resources in this country. And that's all I'm the point.
Facts. Big facts.
Anybody next?
If
Ill Doctrine. I think
Yeah,
we
what's up?
coming back to you before we go to Peso. I didn't start with you, but Ill Doctrine, I'm
Okay.
gonna come back to you. Yeah.
Okay.
if nobody had anything to say real quick, I just wanted to count on the point. Yeah, from the, I guess, the geopolitical aspect, African Americans here in America don't wholly participate in politics. We are specters, and I ain't talking about going out and voting. The real power behind politics comes with lobbying. I know this personally because I have interned for a lady who was a state representative here in Georgia, and she did 4 years of House representative for Georgia in Washington D.C. And the name of the game is haggling, making deals, scratching each other's back. What you can do for me, what can I do for you? It's all about negotiations. Like you can't get into politics and not have either a way, the art of the deal, or having some kind of leverage and pull through connections. Because you can use your negotiating powers, or you can use your connections in your name to get somewhere. That's why you have all these families and stuff that they ain't did nothing. I'm just related to the Kennedys, so I'm already got in the game. We as Negroes don't have no family ties to politics. We don't have any kind of communal pacts that we are putting in funds in. We don't have a community trust that we're putting the funds in that we could use as political power. Everybody else has these political things. Native Americans, they have their own autonomy. While they do participate in the political sphere, they have their own government that negotiates with the U.S. government, and that's how they do business. That's all politics is, doing business. But we, as a people, don't do business.
You see, I get frustrated when I hear certain things that are just incorrect, right? Like when we say we have no family ties to politics, right? You have seniors and juniors, like there was Adam Clayton Powell and there was his son, and we do have these things. We have achieved these things, right? The honest truth is, if I'm being honest, there's a reason why there'll never be a Gen X president, right? It's because as a whole, like that, our age range, this age range, all of us, right? It was fight the power. It was bucking the system. It was Alex Jones and InfoWars. We didn't invest in this system. So we can't look backwards to the people that worked to get where they are and say they failed us when we weren't ready to step up and grab the baton. So I'm just saying if we're gonna just buck politics as a whole, just leave it there and there's no need to have an opinion. But if we do recognize that politics has benefited black people in more ways than one, right? While it hasn't been perfect, right? It will either be something used against us, right? Or something we can benefit from. And if we're not in the game, we don't determine how that plays out at all. So with the Democratic Party in particular, they're not perfect, right? But
You said
in a lot of ways, they play defense to things that our true enemy wants to push on us. And that's a fact, right?
you said we do. My bad. I don't mean to cut you off, bro, but I just wanted to clarify. You said we got family and black families in politics. You named
Absolutely.
Colin Powell.
Absolutely.
Did you
We
named
have
Colin Powell as your example?
No, I didn't say Colin Powell. I said Adam Clayton Powell Jr. That's a different guy.
Who is Adam Clayton Powell Jr.?
He was a senator from New York, right? One of Malcolm X's good friends. One of the things that we also need to do is work on our actual history instead of our Aboriginal history or our Moorish history, right? Like when people tell us we don't have culture, it's because we can't tell them the things we've done in real time, right? In our family's generation and lifeline, right? So, yes, there were tons of families, right? Maybe not to the degree of the Kennedys, but that followed that model, right? Dad was in politics, son went into politics, right? You get, uh, he's a bad example, but Jesse Jackson Jr., right? And I could come up with better examples, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying we can't sit there and believe that falsehood that no, we aren't ingrained in the system. We
I would
absolutely are.
disagree with you, bro. And why I would argue that because if I'm looking up Clayton Powell now, and I would wholeheartedly argue why he may have ran and passed his career off as a black man, he is not a Negro. We don't have the connections and power. The people that they put up in front of us and call
Yeah, we should start
African
doing that.
Americans are not our people. They are not Negro people. Obama, not Negro. Colin Powell, not Negro. The people, the ones who they have championed as our heroes are mixed people that usually have European lineage, strong European lineage from slavery.
Right. But here's the thing, though, right? And speaking to you directly in general, right? How do you make that argument that Adam Clayton Powell wasn't a Negro, so we shouldn't support him?
Looking at
How do
the
you, let me finish, How do you make that argument Barack Obama wasn't a Negro, so we shouldn't
his
support him?
dad's a Kenyan, he's
When
not a
you,
Negro.
let me finish. How do you make the argument, right, that these two black men that identify as black, right, like put on the airs, if nothing else, if you're gonna say it's not genuine, right? But how do you say we shouldn't support these men and then go support a beast like a whole out of the Caucasus Mountains white man? With that man, there's zero right question that he has any black
What
in him.
what white
I
man has
could
ever
hold
have I
on. Let me
ever
finish. Let me
supported, my
finish.
brother?
You supported the
I've never
Donald.
supported a white man to nope. I've never
I've never.
I see never. What I've done is heard people make accusations and I disagree with them and corrected their accusations and therefore labels get thrown on me. I've never voted for
So
Donald
if you
Trump.
didn't
I've never
support the,
pushed Donald
so
Trump
if you
to
didn't
be a
support,
president or anything. No, what I've
that's
always
cool.
said was Donald
That's
Trump
cool.
is a better deal maker than Kamala Harris. And we know that by the fact that he
That's
has
cool.
written a whole book on making a deal and being president is
That's
in
cool.
charge of a company. So I would assert that him being the head of a company and a person who's took himself from millions to
Right.
being a billionaire would make
Right.
a better president position
All right.
than
Cool.
Kamala, who has no proven track record.
All
I've
right.
never
Stop right
agreed
there
with
because you cut
anything.
me off. Stop right there
Go
because
ahead.
you cut me off. Right. My criticism is this: Adam Clayton Powell was instrumental in the civil rights movement. Right. When you make that statement that he wasn't us, he didn't
Okay.
represent us. Right.
I didn't
That's
say that.
insane. Let me finish, bro. Let me finish. Right. That's insane to say and even defend the Donald, right? If your statement is we should only support and defend our own, you will always sound like a goofy to me, whether we use support or defend, whatever the word we want to use. Aligning yourself with that in any way, when your argument is, I won't support this woman because she is in full black, right? You're
Mhm.
always going to be a goofy to me, right? Hmm? I don't.
No.
For me, politics isn't solely determined by someone's race. But the one thing I won't do, right, is indict, like beef with, argue with someone that's even half black, right? And then go support a full-blooded FWA, a foundational white American, right? Hmm? Whether she's
I,
Jamaican, Indian, or whatever, she's not a foundational white American. So the question I would ask you, my brother, is, are Are her East Indian parents more the beast or that white man you defended?
Her Indian parents, because you can literally look up that her family has connections to slavery and history of owning slaves. One thing I can say for sure that I haven't found, Donald Trump family never had a history of slavery. So right then and there, he already winning in my book. But that's not even my point of contention.
Who in her
Again,
family owns
my whole
slaves?
perspective on those two was strictly from a point of president of an organization, because I see the U.S. as a corporation. So my argument has always been he's a better businessman, a proven businessman, and a billionaire. She has only been DEA and the senator from California. She has no proven track record for business. So no, I don't think she would make a better president from that aspect. My argument has never been from a moral point, oh, he's a better human being, or a political point, or who has the best laws. It's always been from a financial standpoint that when it comes to managing the money of the country, I believe he would just be better at making deals. But my point on the dude Powell is not a critique on him personally and what he may have chosen to do with his career. It is a critique on the statement that I said that we as Negroes, Black people, don't have any political power. And the major political power that's been held in this country has been held by families. Whether you agree or disagree, you know what I mean, with this dude's personal track record is not my argument. I'm just stating that he, by definition, is not a Negro. And here's proof of that. I'm reading on his Wikipedia where it says that he was his parents were of mixed race with African and European ancestry, and according to his father, American Indian on his mother's side. His people, they were classified as mulatto in the 19th century census. So no, he is not a Negro. And my contention with that is many of these people that they placed up in front of us, W.E.B. Du Bois, fucking all them niggas back there in the time where they created the NAACP and all that. All of those prominent Negroes at that time were white men or children of white men who I believe this. Now I can't prove this off top. This is now I'm stepping into the realm of opinion, just giving my opinion on this. I believe that they are the children of Caucasian men who made it with their slave on their slave women, and they left wealth and land to their sons who happened to be of brown skin, but they were European Caucasian men, but they just had brown skin, and the powers that be would not let them into their good old boys club, but they allowed them to create the boule and place them over us.
And Peso has been quiet for a while. And we're at 2:19 of my show.
Give me a second though. Give me a quick second.
Y'all have prompts. I'm giving y'all a minute. I'm giving y'all the time. Y'all have approximately to I want to say approaching 30 before this live ends. Rapido.
All right, cool. Because I'm about to drop because I got a headache now. But look, see, here's the thing, right? I hate to not be able to have a back and forth conversation where, like, anything I say, I'm willing for someone to stop me in a moment and I'll qualify what I said. What happens a lot of time is people ramble and ramble and ramble on, and none of it is factual, right? So when you say that her father was connected to slavery, right? Can you give me a plantation name? Can you give me a group of slaves that are documented owned by this man? I know you can't, right? So my point is, like, we have to be careful with the information we take in more so than what we say. Because people are always going to say goofy shit, right? But we have to be honest about the information. When I look at Donald Trump in particular, right? I don't think black people are better off now that there's no DEI. I don't think black people are better off now that there's no CRT, critical race theory in schools. I don't think a lot of the things that he pushed benefited black people, right? Now, on the other side of that, I wouldn't say that they were going to fix everything and had a magic pill. But I can see someone who is directly attacking things that even if it was something small and minuscule, we benefited from, right? At a certain point, more of the same is better than somebody trying to tear down everything you have. So when, again, I could understand someone criticizing certain things about like Kamala Harris's heritage, for instance, right? Only under the aspect that you will only vote for a black person, right? You can't say that we shouldn't have voted for her
Black
because
adjacent,
somebody
black
because
adjacent, black
but
mix,
but
black
hear what
in
I'm
a
saying
way
though.
that
That's implied in my point. Hold on.
it's
That's
not in
implied in my
outside
point.
of culture,
That's
because
implied in my point. Hold on, right? What I'm saying
outside of
is,
culture,
what I'm
like,
saying
because
is,
you can't say like that from a
hold
other
on, real quick.
mixed race person.
I'm
I'm
gonna
just saying.
say again what I'm saying, and it's very clear. Whether she's mixed race, whether she is part black, whether there's no black in her, and she's just something else, I can only respect that criticism if you
It's an
only
outside of
vote. Let
culture
me
thing. It
finish.
was
Every time
outside
I
of
get to
culture. She
my
was
point, you cut me
outside of
off.
black culture,
I'm gonna
not
keep it
outside
short.
of race of black culture.
Please
I'm
allow
only
me to
cutting
make.
you off
Hold
because
on,
how black culture is looked
please,
at.
but
Like,
please don't
like
correct my
outside of like.
point.
No, hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear
I
me out.
hear
Hear me
you
out.
out.
I'm not
Can I
correcting
land
you. I'm
though?
adding
Can I
to your
land?
point.
Can I
I'm not
land?
correcting. I'm adding. I'm adding because people are looking at this shit when you talking about politicians and Camilla. Like, it's a difference. Like, they looking at her from a non FBA standpoint versus the way that
You're not
most
telling
people
me
look at it
anything
from
I
an
don't
FBA
know.
standpoint.
You're
It's
not
not
telling me
about you. It's
anything
about
I
the
don't
viewers,
know.
bro. I'm adding,
No, but wait, it
bro.
was
It's
my
not about
time to
you. It's a
make
viewer
my point.
standpoint.
I just want to make a point and
Yeah,
end.
but your point, I just was adding to your point. It's nothing
But
for me
no,
to
you're
fight
not
against.
adding to my point. You're
Yes,
confusing
I
my
was like,
point.
she is.
So again,
How is
I
that
can
confusing?
explain my point very well if you give me a quick
So
opportunity to.
explain that in the
And I'm gonna keep
FBA
it
point.
short.
But she's
I'm gonna keep it
foundational
short.
black and not a Caribbean black.
Again,
But never mind. Never mind.
again.
It's 2
Everything you
points. It's 2
talking
points.
about isn't my point. My point is, right? She could be
I just don't like how
Chinese,
you
right?
expressed her fucking
She could be
ethnicity. That shit was
Chinese,
dope.
right? My point is, I can't respect you criticizing whatever she is and then going and voting for an entirely whole foundational white American, FWA. If race is your issue, no matter what she is, if race is your issue, I can only respect that argument if you're only voting for others. You like that better, Morphine? Right? Let's not make it black like I was trying to do, right?
Yeah.
Because that's what people claim they support, right? I don't think you heard
And
the
then the
good
way
brothers.
that you put
Hold
it,
on.
if for her,
Can I
it's only
finish my
for her.
point?
It's not for in general. It's just for
You
her.
didn't cut
That's all I was
GMO off
saying.
us. You didn't cut GMO off a single time, right?
I ain't cut
Allow
none of
me
y'all
just to
off.
make my point. I'm saying I don't know what she is. I don't care what she is. I'm saying if you are attacking her strictly on race, I can't respect you if you then go and vote for a white man. Because what did her race really mean? Now, let's deal with the Donald about him being this great businessman. The Donald has had more failed businesses than anyone on the planet Earth. If you
That's not
go
true.
to the city of Atlantic
That's not
City
true.
in New Jersey, Atlantic City had a place called Trump Plaza. They also had the Trump Taj Mahal. His business acumen is the reason why Atlantic City is the real shithole,
That's
not
not true.
Africa, right? Huh?
That's not
Huh?
true.
No, that's
If I could,
absolutely true.
if I
No.
could, bro,
So
I just
as far as
wanna
the, Let me just correct that real quick. As far as the AC stuff goes, if you know, after a while, Trump sold those hotels to other investment groups, and all he did was license his name.
After they went bankrupt. Right. He sold them after Chapter 11. Right.
And he sold them after Chapter 11 to State having paid the taxes on the revenue.
The point is this, though. The point is this. The point is this. If he was this great businessman that people claim he was, Atlantic City wouldn't be the shithole he claims everywhere in Africa is. Atlantic City was not a successful business venture.
Your truth, Peso.
Neither was Trump University. Neither was any other business he's ever run.
And my whole point is nobody's arguing about the fucking race.
I'm gonna just
Kamala. I don't believe Kamala is black in the first place, and I'm showing you right here. I'm showing you right here.
I'm gonna drop off.
Kamala. Hold on. You said I couldn't prove something. You said I couldn't. Look, Kamala is the descendant of an Irish slave owner. So I just want to show you this fact that she is the descendant of an Irish slave. This is from irishtimes.com, because the Ireland people was happy that one of theirs was potentially about to be the president. And she is the descendant of Hamilton Brown. She admits it herself. So right then and there, you have my reason why I felt like that she was already disqualified for being somebody who black folks could look up to. Her family used to own black folks, but you know what I mean? That's neither here nor there, I guess. Folks want to leave and run. And then they want to say about the man being a businessman. What kind of business does Kamala run? Is she a millionaire? Is she a millionaire because of her own endeavors or because of her husband? Is she a billionaire? What kind of decisions have she made or wrote a book about the things that she's done to make her successful? If those questions you can't ask, then I don't see how you're going to argue that, you know, she's supposed to be the best pick for running a corporation simply because her skin looks similar to some of the females you like. I guess Kenny said what he had to say and ran. Is everybody still there?
I'm still here.
Can I get in here now?
I'm sorry, y'all can't hear me. Yes, welcome to the panel. Last but not least on my 2 fucking hour and 30-minute panel. Thank you, Judge Coach, for coming here closing my panel out. Let me get a wonderful welcome and a round of applause for Coach Frag. Like Ferg, I miss you. I miss your presence, brother. I miss you being up here. I miss you.
No, you don't.
Shout out to your family. Shout out to everybody. I do. I miss your presence. Shout out to the family. Shout out to everybody. Let's close this shit out because, bruh.
I didn't even know you was live.
Have you been watching?
No, I've been trying to catch you. I just saw you was live. I just pulled up when I saw you live. I said, "Oh, she's live. Let me chime in real quick." And I didn't really look at the time because I do a sports show on Wednesdays, man. So I just saw you was live. Just wanted to come up and show some love with you. End of the year, say happy holidays to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Black people, we getting better. We gonna be better. 26 is our year. So now it's time to put your big boy pants on, take off your slides, and get out here. Because contrary to most people's belief, it's gonna be better. America's a business, and like all businesses, shake up the CEO, shake up the rhetoric, and it's gonna be better. You know what I'm saying? When tax season roll around, people see a difference. The days of the feminist movement is over. Those days is over, which is a good thing because it's going to give brothers an opportunity. It's going to
don't get in trouble. Don't get in trouble.
Look, y'all never. Everybody on this panel is younger than me. Y'all never seen it. Y'all grew up under birth control, crack, all the shit that tried to destroy us. That's what y'all grew up on. Those days is over.
How old are you, Coach?
57.
Yeah, you got me, brother.
Yeah, I seen it all from the beginning. They told my generation, 1 in 4 black men go make it. Everybody else was gonna be failures. You just had to figure out which one you was gonna be out of
We
that
came
4.
up in the same generation. I was excited when I made it to 28. I didn't think I was going to be 28 years old.
Yeah, and you did, and you overcame all that bullshit they put out there. And this is why I think brothers have an opportunity, because I have a 22-year-old son, and he's out here making good money. He just started driving trucks. You know, it's gonna be a lot of spaces for brother to get into. You know, y'all grew up under, and this is I make fun of this, and I'll shut up. I know y'all trying to cause a show, but again, crack era changed the game. It changed
That
the
part,
game.
I keep telling them that. I keep telling them
It
that,
changed
brother.
the game.
They keep thinking it was welfare, but it wasn't.
Nah,
It was
it
crack.
wasn't
It was
welfare.
drugs in our community. It was drugs. They fought us with chemical warfare, man. I just don't. I mean, you know how we talk.
Yeah.
How we did.
Yeah,
But
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm
I
sorry.
miss you, man. That's all I got to
No,
say.
hey, listen, every time I see you, I'm gonna chime in with you and check in, man. But so
Morphine, can I weigh in on that last question?
It's a wonderful panel. We'll go ahead because I'm closing this out.
All right, I'll try to make it brief. I think I I think we talked about a lot of the results already, or at least you guys did when you talked about emotional experiences. And one brother was saying, "Don't be emotional," and another brother was saying, "Emotional experience are necessary." I think you even said something like that, and I agree. Manhood is on the other side of the human experience. If you choose another pathway, then you're diminishing your chances to experience manhood. And it's a better route to understand what emotional experiences are and how they affect your behavior, and how your behavior determines how you can move around people. But more directly to your question, when when I think of black men, the black part, one brother said it's a political designation, and our role as men is also determined by political institutions, like heavily, particularly with the introduction of drugs heavy in the community back during the 80s. I think in the 70s, heroin was the big deal. But institutions like family law, the educational system. When I was coming up, there was labor institutions, unions, and pathways to skilled trades. We don't have that anymore. So every way that we think of to express manliness and manhood, particularly in the family, has been interrupted by some institutional policy, which is regulated by politics, and on top of that is another type of man. So our manhood begins to be determined by what we can't do. All the things that we can do in order to be men is compressed into a, a, like a few options, because most of them we can't do. One of the things about masculinity is it's assertive, it's aggressive, and it's competitive. And when we look in the world, we're not competing against other men, but we still have a sense or a drive to be competitive. And with social media, the red pill community is becoming more and more popular. We're finding ourselves competing against our own women instead of against other groups of men. So politics affects us in a way that it interrupts our pathway to freely express masculinity, to freely express manliness and manly behavior, and just experience manhood. The mechanism that interrupts that pathway is family law, the educational system, the criminal justice system, and also unemployment. And all those are ways that when you look at black men, you say, well, where are we deficient? It's in those areas. And we found a way not to point our finger at the real villain. And the real villain are the men who are on top of that, and they're other men. That's it. There's no climax to it. That's the entirety of my opinion about it.
You still there, Morphine?
What morphine? Morphine.
I'm still there. I don't know. Am I spinning for you guys?
It's like it's
Can
a
y'all
delay
hear
on your end.
me?
You got delay or a lag going on.
This is wild.
We can hear you. It's like you got a little delay.
Because it's not a delay on my
delay
end. Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right. That's the gods trying to tell us it's time to end this life. Thank you guys for coming through. Thank you guys for showing up. Peso, we got GMO, we got Coach on here at the end. Little Doctor, and thank you guys for showing up. Thank you for support.
No, it's a pleasure being here. I enjoyed myself.
It's always fun. I appreciate it. I appreciate the invite.
I can hear you.
Morphine, are you live on Wednesdays? You go live on Wednesdays?
Wednesdays around, same time.
Around what time is that? 8, 7:30? I like to know. So
7:30-ish.
7:30-ish.
7:30-ish our time. Like our yeah, 7:30-ish. Peso was like really on my buttocks about timing. He's very punctual. And sorry, a shout out for him for coming through, being a trooper. Everybody, thank y'all for joining. Mute up. I gotta make sure this audio.
All right, y'all. It was a pleasure, gentlemen. Y'all have a good night.
Audio, like Peso was like, you too. Okay. It's come out to play. The queen is looking for a book that is that surfer. Get that money for your queen, bitch. Don't take a knee, pop a split for a real bitch. Let's spin the rounds, work on me a little bit. Let's show the people why you came here and who you with. Yeah, that's my body, bitch. To walk in here, please come out to play. The queen is looking for a rookie that is down to stay. The game is sold and I told, so sign up today. Don't be playing with my money, bitch. Stay in your place, no check it. I want a big bitch with some big kids. Get nasty, cause Big Mama likes a freak bitch. Don't talk back, get slapped back, we don't wanna hurt the bitch. Don't bite the hand that feeds you, you be a hungry bitch. I'm slapping ass, gotta jiggle to stay. She already in his pockets, now she target the bait. So much paper, baby, we cutting up in the safe. Fuck around and find out I'm drinking hungry, now pay. Players, they got your Molly, money falling out my pockets. That ass so fucking big, can't keep it in my wallet. I'm on a queen salary, if ballin' is my hobby. I buy your girl too, put her ass up in my bottle. Get that money for your queen, bitch. Don't take your knee, pop a split for a real bitch. Now spin around, twerk on me a little bit. And show them people why you came here and who you with. Yeah, that's my body. Warrior Court, down it. I need all ones, cause I don't fucking sluts. I need top-notch bitches for these top-notch riches. Only top-dollar bitches get these top-dollar digits. They know what it is, pay for everything you touch. If you ain't doing it for me, then you ain't doing it for much. Confident and pretty, smart and not needy. Tag a trick like graffiti, grant a wish like a genie. Can't be weak and unruly, bitch, your whole fucking goof. You can't command a dick and truly. What the fuck would you come to me? Got more power than a dollar, only bosses can follow. My whole crew stay ready. Somali. Money falling out my pockets. That ass so fucking big, can't keep it in my wallet. I'm on a queen salary. They falling is my hobby. I'll buy your girl too. Put her ass up, she my bottle. Get that money for your queen, bitch. Don't take a knee, pop a split for a real bitch. Now spin around, twerk on me a little bit. Now show them people why you came here, who you with. Yeah, that's my bottom bitch. Chocolate butter is her name on these streets. MTC Beats. Roll with me and live the life of luxury. Chocolate butter is her name on the street. Bust it down and pop that pussy for some cheese. Roll with me and live the life of luxury. And my two-seater, ride my diva, patrolling, fish in a big pie, filled with thick thighs and boobies. No love for a dump up, the patrols on my block, we holding. Sit on my handler, bad bitch with handgun, she loyal. Up in the club, got them bottles, throwing dubs. Show my homie some goofy love, big pockets, money up. Cash my bucks, roll up. Simple nigga pay toll us. Bad bitch can't control us. Money grip, got a hold on it. Don't talk your shit, it's a dirty game. We drop hard, bitch, fuck your name. Shoot a big bitch like Tory Lanez. Ice go hard, piss up your name. Take his bitch, watch your head. They lie, just take your head. Bad bitch, hair, cup, save the sim. Boy, don't lie, hate the sin. Fuck you need player, fuck with this dream player. I will never lay up. Give me that dream player. Give me that lifestyle, money, my nature. Don't be a rude boy, with that dick all car, show to my paper. Niggas spin away, fuck around, got spend again. That's how we do it. Butter is her name on the streets. Bust it down and pop that pussy for some cheese. Roll with me and live the life of luxury. Play now, we'll be clown. Baby boy, you down. Hey, chocolate butter is her name on the streets. Bust it down and pop that pussy for some cheese. Roll with me and live the life of luxury. Play now, we'll be clown. Baby boy, you down. Hey. Talk about shit that you won't tell to your family, but they know now. No cameraman, we in here. Be sure the light follow and share. The drama might stop at the end. Come to the court, shit just is fair.